Lone Syndicate said, "What's up, GRINN?" Knowing Fetus said, "Yo."
I'm here. I was using the washroom. I'm here. All right. What is good, gang? What's good, Non? What's good, Lone? Friendly reminder, ladies and gentlemen, put the chat on live chat just in case. It starts not showing people their full comments, all that stuff. All right, all that, opening up that, perfect. All right, before we get into ZZZs,
Raidnade said, "Hello there, Mr. GRINN."
What's good? Hello, Mr. Raid. Have you apparently y'all eating good? I shouldn't say y'all, I should say we. We are eating good with ZZZ, man. I'm probably gonna watch the trailer first. I have not watched. I saved it for the stream so we could react to it live.
Flufferkins said I got Bueling last night, didn't take many pulls, which I'm thankful for since Frolova and Cantarella don't interest me.
Oh, you got...
Just hope I can catch Lumi as a raid up. One pull left until Vivian's swimsuit.
Oh, wait.
Lone
Oh, you got
Syndicate
him.
said,
Oh, let's go.
The 2.5 stream for ZZ was hype.
Yes, I did see that. Yes. Also...
Gnawing Fetus said, "All messages is your friend."
Yes, all messages. All right, let me go over here. We're in game. I just got to get that going. Where is... actually, before we check that out, let me try to find... Oh, also, Lone was the broest bro and actually put a Void Hunter, like, typed it out in the Discord. That's the mega play. More... I can show you guys my dumb face. Hi! Hello!
Raidnade said, "Yeah, next patch versus looks good. AF."
It looks like they stacked it pretty hard. Yay! Yippee! Woo! Yay! All right, cool. Cool. 300 gems, guys. We're coming back. Oh shit! All right, let's go here. All right. Yes, this looks absolutely redonkulous. Why is it fighting me? There we go. Turn that off. Let's get some of this going.
McFlufferkin said bullying as in the newest Woo-Wah
Okay,
characters.
I wasn't sure. I thought that was
there's
right.
been more than a few since launch.
Nice.
Doubt I'll be playing Woo-Wah often,
probably.
as I'm very behind and would rather focus on ZZZ.
Yeah, I
for
feel like
gotcha.
you're kind of getting into the same. You're like the inverse of me right now, where I'm like, I'm so behind on the ZZ story, but they did say that they basically are making it so that you could just advance. So like you no longer have to play all the ones up to a thing; that you can just start, which is nice. But I also was surprised to see that this is actually coming to a close. I think right, like the 2.5 is apparently like ending or something. This is actually the last thing, maybe possibly. I don't know. Like the story at least is gonna wrap up.
You'd be the hardest to let go of.
Sorry. This. All right.
I expected. You'd be the hardest to let go of.
The path of Baizu is never walked alone. When fate shifts,
I know what she
shadow
said.
follows light. Blessing and curse, joy and grief.
That is kind of fucking dope, dude. I started with a quick pause. The fact that she is basically carrying around what I think is like a briefcase filled with fucking thousands of swords is kind of sick.
Joy and grief.
It's like a mega
One
sheath.
thought leads to heaven, the next to the abyss.
Using the creator's power would be nothing short of a gamble.
Then we have a weird fluffy thing.
McFlufferkin said this is pretty much the Season 2 finale with Yi Sheng Wang. Angels of Delusion will be the epilogue, intermission before Season Year 3.
Ah, same thing Withered Waves had. Withered Waves had the samurai guy who kind of just didn't fit anywhere. They were kind of like, fuck it. And yeah.
Lone Syndicate said correct 2.5 is the ending of ZZZ main story and everything after this is like filler in the epilogue.
Gotcha. Well, like, yeah, the 2.0 story, right? Yeah. Not the complete story, right?
11,234 said the sword briefcase is a Chinese weapon from Wuxia. Uses chi to hold the swords.
Oh, shit. I did not know that. I know actually lore behind it. This is the end of the 2.5 arc, right? So then we're going to go to 3.5, and that's going to be a different region probably or some shit like that, right? It's not like the end of the Faith and getting their powers finally kind of thing.
If she's the light, then I'm her shadow. If she's the saint high above, then I'm the one crawling through the dirt.
So it looks like we have split personalities coupled with memory loss. Season 2 story. Yeah, Ghost. That's it. Gotcha.
Eridu, rejoice in the return of yokai.
Oh.
Cost of that weapon will always be so heavy. I wonder how I'll be remembered in Eridu.
Oh shit, that looks cool. From behind.
Done. The rest is up to you now, heroes.
Ooh, okay, that's really exciting. So we got the old mixing with the new, which is pretty cool. Also, does she have a tail? Oh yeah, I guess she's a dog person or something.
Come with me to oblivion.
For that being a cursed sword, it kind of looks just metallic. But anyways.
Free as the skies. Blood as the bond. Soul as the
Damn. Dude, that's so fucked up because that's like the closest thing we have to like a thigh situation happening. Where she go ahead and does a spin,
Moon
gets
Syndicate
tatted
said,
up.
well, Grin, you better get used to that bunny, because she gonna be one of Xingguang's best teammates. And wrong, she's a horse thyron.
What? She's a horse? I would not have thought she had a horse, the whole horse vibe. Huh. And wait, the bunny girl is supposed to be best for her? Ah, shit. Alright.
Soul as the vow. All blades.
Well, there's no way in fuck we're getting the floofy thing. Unless, I think she might be free, but I don't know.
Slices the world through.
McFlufferkin said, I forget if it's confirmed, but I think Yi Shun-wang and Shiwan, her brother, are horse thyrans. Zhao will be free ice defense agent.
Zhao will be free ice defense agent. Okay.
Blood as the bond. Soul
Damn.
as the vow.
But this part is so visually cool. Dude, I keep seeing. I'm like, ah man. I just get Vietnam flashbacks of like Baiju's move kit, which is so good. But then there's this, which is just like infinity swords, like straight Fate Stay Night bullshit, where it's just like all the swords go, cracking fucking dimensional rifts and shit. God.
All life.
There's also different form. Like you basically get two. It's just a good deal. 2-in-1 character skins.
Love will be the end of me. But actually, it's not like that. Love
Lone
is a
Syndicate
miracle.
said she is free. Plus, we also get enough mats to get her to level 40, so you don't have to grind to many mats to max her out.
Okay, so we get a Looney Tunes character. That's not bad.
Strength. A warm hand that pulls me back to the world when I'm falling into endless darkness. Thank you for remembering me.
That's the other thing they got you by the balls. So apparently, if you are caught up on the story, I feel like so many people, like I've seen shorts about kind of tell you the story of her.
Said, I hope they didn't cut the two-form feature of Arya, Utane, since they're making YSG's dual form a big deal.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, I was gonna say, but for this, that's the one thing that I could see. Like the story of this is like basically like it really pulls on your heartstrings and be like, you want to save this lady because not only is she sweet and kind, but also she's like silently suffering and all that shit.
I didn't realize we'd already made so many wonderful memories together.
No matter how imperfect this world is, it's still worth saving.
If she gets obliterated, something, any kind of vibe where she does not exist, I'm stopping playing this game because that's sad and depressing as shit. But maybe they can't do that. It's impossible. Let's not even put that in the zeitgeist. Let's decrease the sound exponentially. God, because this was the other thing that I don't really understand. I don't know if this is part of the movie, like. Okay, no, so that's what it is. I think the whole point is that she has like two personalities. One that's like basically the sword that's devouring her memories. That's the sad angle. I tried to hide it. It's fine. She has a sword that's basically like consuming her memories. So she's like hanging out with you, having a good time. And then Phaethon's like, hey, what's that about?
Lone Syndicate said, don't worry too much, Grin. Only 2.4 story we spend with her.
Only 2.4? What does that mean? What does that mean? 2.1? You mean like the bunny thing or her? I don't know. Yeah, so I'm not sure if this, like, I think that's the sword thing that, like, it was manifested, had a soul, and then she has her version. But yes, also very yokai ghost thing. Yeah, so this is a cool event that's coming out, apparently. We can teleport around as her. But this is the cool thing. So I feel like they really brought it as far as I honestly think like this is the angle that so many gacha games are kind of missing, which is like the skins, like honestly the war framification of stuff, like fashion frame or like the fashion aspect of it, giving away free skins, all that stuff, like maybe making more of a shine when it comes to events, like Halloween events and Christmas events, or just like festival events tied to the region, whatever it is.
We're getting an Agent and W engine selector, the standard pool S ranks alongside Bernice, Jane, and Chingy for both.
So yeah,
new outfit for Jane Doe that will be free for a limited time.
Yeah, so much stuff to get to. Eventually get to that probably in this, but this is her other skin, which I'm really curious to see if this skin changes her white form. I would doubt it, but maybe. And that's the crazy train, guys. And this is where the devs decided to choose violence. Okay, but they essentially, yes, I got nothing, I got no words besides they've created a free Jane Doe skin that looks crazy, dude. The fishnet stocking is absolutely wild anyways, but yes, not stocking, armband, whatever you want to call it. Yes, but this is also free. Again, it makes me also, ooh, everything looks good. I was about to say, it makes me, well, first of all, we're definitely getting, this is just an absolute win for me because we're getting Bernice, as like LaFluff was saying, we're going to see eventually here that they're letting us randomly select two new 5-stars or a bunch of the old ones, so we're getting like another free selector essentially.
McFluffikins said undercover cop, by the way.
Yeah, yeah, undercover
Lone
cop.
Syndicate said, her skin reminds me of Aerith from FF7. And this is the Jane swimsuit skin.
Oh, is it a swimsuit? I didn't put the swimsuit together thing, but I was going to say, so I think, like, to me, it's pretty good, because if I can get Bernice, which I'm definitely going for Bernice, and I can get my Jane Doe going, yeah, I think that's a pretty good get, but the thing that I might have to save for, like, as soon as we're done pulling for her, I might have to start saving for Jane Doe's weapon, because at that point, if I think I can get her weapon, Bernice, and yeah, I think then I'll be, like, fucking pretty locked in as far as that team being pretty substantial, although it's pretty old, too, but I thought there was a character who's getting reworked. I thought there were characters that are, like, that are, like, listed to be getting reworked. I just don't know if any of those characters were one of them. Anyways, we got the S rank of all S ranks. We got the freebie here. They're also giving us, like, I think 2 pulls, like 2 10 pulls, sorry, basically. Maybe like maybe more like 25 10 pulls, or 25 pulls in general, like the amount of single pulls. Anyways,
Lone
yeah.
Syndicate said, she undercover all right. She playing the role of a prostitute. I mean, Lady of the Night.
I was gonna say it looks looked closer to Woman of the Night than like goth bathing suit. It looks closer like, yeah, she's working essentially. But hey, I mean, she kind of pulls off the whole stick. Anyways, also this is really cool. This is our first like Bang Boo that is like very, very selfishly aligned with one character, which I think is kind of interesting. I wonder if this is actually gonna make her. My worry with the new character is that you're going to need everything to kind of make her work, but they're going to give a lot of that stuff for free. But it also might mean that you need to invest a shit ton of resources possibly into getting all that stuff up to snuff, which is not that bad. But yeah, the fact that this Bang Boo is out here doing, like, you know, anime slashes and stuff, pretty cool. And looks like a bunny, I guess, you know, neat. Kind of looks like Tails, but like all fucked up, you know. Anyways, this, ladies and gentlemen, is the thing. We get 1 copy of her login bonus.
McFlufferton said Bernice is one of the ones receiving a rework/awakening, or however they're calling it.
Okay, hell yeah.
Soldier 11, Grace and other standard/early limited S ranks that have been power crept.
Yeah, so that's huge. I was worried about Bernice. Bernice used to be like fucking, and I think she still really is good. But the issue with, oh, it's not here. I thought there was another thing, but never mind.
I mean, that's how Miyabi and Yixuan was. You need everything to make her work.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. But at least we're getting one of the hopeful things to make her work. Like, I don't know if I don't know enough about the one new character coming down the pipeline. Also, yeah, so isn't this something too? Oh no, exclusive rescreening. I think these are just allowing you to, yeah, what is this? So I never understood what this part was. So we have this, which is like our selector, which are definitely gonna be Bernice or Jane Doe if you missed out on that, which honestly, in hindsight, it probably would have been a better idea to go for Bernice and then like wait a couple years and then Jane Doe pops off. It's funny, kind of interesting that Jane Doe is not getting a rework. I just feel like she's not. Maybe she is better than I think she is. But yeah, anyways, she just seems like she's in the same place that it's like Sambi is kind of in. But anyways, this part I don't really understand. I think they said that. I think you get like a really high chance of getting any of these characters. There's separate banners, so all these banners are going to be up. So she's going to be available, she's going to be available, and she's going to be available. But I thought they said some sort of weird thing where like the rate up on this for the first 20 pulls is going to be pretty high. But that's kind of like, in some ways, it's a bit of a bait because most of us are probably going to be dumping our pulls into the sword princess lady. So yeah. Also, dude, if
Lone Syndicate said Burners got power crept by Vivian, doesn't help that there have been a lack of Fire Week boss too. Also, side note, with the rerun banner for Alice, Astra and Ambi, there is number 50-50 on the first S rank.
Okay, there's a 50-50 on the first S rank? Okay.
McFlufferkin said the selectors are part of a new event with other rewards, I think. I really wish they'd just give a full 1600 for a 10 pull.
Yeah, instead of just the 1,000. I didn't really click into that. But I think there's going to be, I think it actually does amount to that, because I think the people showed that there's like a login event that's going to give you a single wishes, which I think amounts to like 5 or 6 or something like that. So maybe that's where it's going to come in. But yeah, I don't know, man. This is, I'll say this. If we do come out on top, so if we go experience this 2.5 extravaganza, we could come out with our account being like more than salvageable. With the fact that we could get Bernice, which will complete Lone Syndicate
Jane Doe.
said
there's also number 7525 on their engine banner, either for the first S rank.
And it will complete, if we get Astra Yao, we'll complete our Astra Yao Evelyn builds thing. So we could come out severely on top. But yeah, probably low. If anything from the last couple poll sessions have indicated anything, no. No, it's going to be rough, real bad. But anyways, we got a bunch more stuff. We'll just let this play out. But simply put, ZZZ looking like it's coming in to take blood. All right. Yeah, so we got another event with another 10 pull. This is the thing. I think we can also go for the weapon, which is interesting. It sucks though, because it would have been cool to get Jane Doe's weapon as well. But I think Bernice is much better than just Jane Doe. Jane Doe's weapon, I mean. But yeah, this is the one I'm hopeful for. Version giveaway event, more Primo gems, I would assume. Yes, and then we get another 10 pull for that. It's pretty cool. Some 10 pull bang boo things. Very, very compelling.
Lone Syndicate said, listen, Grin,
someone's phoning me.
You getting Shangwong and an Astra this patch. No question asked.
Lone, I think it's almost an impossibility, but we will see.
McFlufferkin said,
maybe luck is in our favor.
2 selectors, 1 for the agent, 1 for the weapon.
Oh!
So you can mix and match or get Bernice plus her signature.
Shit, no way.
As an
Okay,
example.
yeah, okay, that's perfect then. Okay, dude, then we're fucking set. Oh, I don't even have to that's so cool. I did not know that. So I can get Bernice and I can get Jane Doe's weapon.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure Burnus is getting buffs too.
Dude, that's awesome. That's so cool. All right, we're good. We're good. Possibly, maybe, yes. That's okay. So now the odds have kind of tipped back into we can kind of come out of this with a win, bare minimum, kind of, which is cool. And the free Jane Doe skin is kind of wild. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure Bernice. Yeah, that's what I think Fluffer Lone was saying, that the Bernice is also getting a buff. I think there's other ones like Soldier 11. I'm curious what they'll do with those. The way that they look, basically like the execution.
Lone Syndicate said, Grin, we win in this patch. We eating good, my boy.
we eating good for sure. Yeah, man.
McFlufferkins said Bernice, Grace, Soldier 11, and a few others are getting buffs.
Grace will be really interesting.
Glider should be getting a buff that expands his damage buff to all types.
Oh, that's huge.
Not just fire and ice.
Hell yeah. I wish they buffed his like stunning ability, because that's the only thing I find a little bit irritating with him. Maybe I haven't built properly. That's probably a big variable there. But what was I going to say? Something tied to... Oh, the only thing I'm kind of curious to see how they implement it is the buffing up old characters, because they show it here in one of the clips where they show that there's a character that basically gets access to like constellations. Sorry. I don't know why text speech didn't hit Lone, but anyways, they're adding that to their whole thing of like getting constellations for these characters, and that's the way they're making them good. But I don't know the rate in which we get access to those upgrades. So like, how do we get access to the upgraded constellation tree? The way they made it sound, the way it sounded kind of like a bit of like a scarce resource, like a super scarce resource. I just don't know what that entails. Is it challenges? Is it just doing a mission? Is it like leveling up the character? I don't know. So I'm curious how we unlock the character's quote-unquote like constellation potential, which is a variable of like them upgrading these characters. I don't think it's the only variable. I think they're like giving them a rework, and then they're also giving you this ability to stack the deck. But I don't know how that works. So yes. But, ladies and gentlemen, after we see this stuff pass us by, are we ready to
McFlufferkin said,
play?
I think I'll go for an M1 Bernice and Chingy's W engine. Probably the best value proposition for my account.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, for Quincy.
I already have M1 Jane Doe, and I don't believe I have her engine. I don't use her much.
Yeah, but maybe with that outfit. Nah, no fluff too well. The outfit's
Lone
okay.
Syndicate said
Outfit's fine
basically
for
you can purchase this resource in the Outpost shop from Hollow Zero.
Oh, so it's an Outpost Zero, like kind of a grind. Okay. Okay, well, I'm curious because I have a good bit of like resources there. I wonder if I'll be able to snag that with like day one, or if it's gonna be like, nah, you gotta like grind way more than you think you're gonna have to grind. But I think I'll prioritize Sambi because Sambi's I think my like weirdly best team right now. Yeah, which is saying something because I have like a lot of characters. I just have them all poorly built essentially. But anyways. Yes. Also, a lot of quality of life features. That was something I really seen that like stood out to me in a nice way. Is that there was a lot of like nice things. Like there's the auto discard feature, which I thought was really nice. That's with Withering Waves. I had it like 3 patches ago, which is cool. But basically, it's whenever like you're doing artifact grinds, it will just automatically shred things that have like no priority for you, which is nice. So that we don't have to worry about like managing your shit. It just constantly like chucks stuff away. So you only
Lone
have to
Syndicate said
upgrading.
also, Imabi getting M1 Bernice and Kingy's engine.
I'm surprised so many people getting Quincy's engine. I felt like both staff lady has like completely fallen off, but maybe I'm just a hater ass bitch. I don't know. What are these? Ether Veil. Attack characters activate Ether Veil or extended. The Ether Veil grants 10% critical and 10% that over the course of 30 seconds. That actually doesn't seem crazy. And I guess this is the tiny lady person ability. Basic attacks hit an enemy. Their anomaly proficiencies last 35 seconds, repeating the reset duration when attacking an enemy on field. Stunner and equippers. Oh, wow. When any enemy on the field is stunned, the equippers... Oh, damage. Huh. I wonder who this is for. Blade Lady, pink furry fluffy thing. Anywho, very neat, gang. I did level up our boyo. By Zoo. Is it by Zoo? Or by... some sort of weird like enunciation on a syllable that I would not understand. Boom. We're going to turn on sound a little bit to 50%, so we're going to be able to hear a little bit of the game. All right. Rate my by I think it's by you or by Zoo. I want to say by Zoo, but I think it's by you. I'm probably wrong on all accounts. Anyways, here we go. Okay, so this is what I got him. I got him to this. What does all this mean, you could say? I have no idea. I followed the guide of artifact stuff and did my best to find stuff that was okay.
The Lone Syndicate said, I mean, GRINN. I already have everyone else's engine, so that's why also the second disc set is going to be for Arya, a.k.a. one of the Angels of Delusion.
Oh, the next... Oh, okay. What is the fluffy thing to require? The fluffy pink thing. I can hear him clicking his nuts around. Anyways, all right, so this is what we're rocking with. Pretty good on this one. We got 2 critical damage. It's okay. We got some HP percent. The defense makes me hit myself. But anyways, we got this one. Okay, not the best. Again, defense, but we got attack. If this was HP, it wouldn't be the worst. This one's also fine. Nothing absurd here, but I just needed the 2 set for the critical damage. Anyways, but then we have this one, which is actually pretty good. HP percent, and we got critical rate, critical damage. Actually, no, this wasn't the one I was talking about. This is okay. This is just fine. But this one, yes, that was pretty good, man. It's that for penetration ratio, which I don't think they count for this faction. But the 20 fucking critical damage on fire set, pretty huge, man. And then we got critical rate.
Lone Syndicate said, forgot. What does his engine passive do?
Let's see.
I'll give my rating once I know it.
Got it. His rating says, critical rate increased by 20%. Oh shit, I swapped off a thing because I wanted more critical rate. Critical rate increases by 20% when the equipper launches an EX special attack. The sheer fire damage increases 9%, stacks 2 times, and lasts 20% of the duration. Shit, so I swapped this one off for another one. Give me a second here. I think it was this. I had one that was critical rate based that was pretty okay. Was it this one?
McFlufferkin said, well, getting Chingy's engine for me is worth it, as she's still a solid stunner for less complex team comps, and it'll free up whatever stun engine I have on her to use on other stunners no share.
Okay. Let's also make this work a little bit better. Boppity boopity. Do we have any potential here? Doesn't look like it. Critical damage, defense. Not really. I thought I had one that was pretty good, but I guess not. I guess not. Dude, whenever I hold my hand to my throat like this, I can hear how much reverberation I naturally do with my voice. Again, one of the weirdest things, this is like a really big aside, but if you ever wanted to see like your natural tone of voice, like your complete, like absolute natural tone of voice, you lay down and then you just speak. And it's basically, it forces you to speak from your diaphragm.
Lone Syndicate said swap that disc 4 to crit damage. And I give your build an 8.5 out of 10.
An 8.5, you son of a bitch. Taking that a bit from me. Which one? So I have this one which has critical rate and attack percent, which I think is pretty good, and HP. But I also have this one. No, sorry, not that one. Where is it? This? Yeah, a little bit of critical damage. That's critical rate as well. Fuck you, dude. Fuck off. Why do I have such little goddamn... Yeah. Do I want to try to MacGyver some bullshit here and do too much? Is there like a one of this that we can maybe fuck with? Not really looking good, gang. We could take a shot on one of them. I thought we just seen one with critical damage. Am I blind? I always be blind. Well, anyways, I need to farm Woodpecker or Electro. I always do not do that one. I mean, we have this one, critical rate. God damn it. Yeah, I guess this one. It's the only one that I think is, yeah, okay. We'll do that. Boop. And then we will... I would like someone to have that, because that's not terrible. HP and attack. Yeah. Alright. We'll do that. Anyways. Alright. So now we have a whopping 30 critical damage, but plus 20. So it's not as shit as it seems. Alright. Also, I leveled up all this stuff, and hopefully not the worst.
I may be slow.
Now... I was debating, and I would like to ask you guys what the hell we should do. Pre-register reward. What the heck is that? Why? Why do I... What? What does that mean? Like download the thing ahead of time? What does pre-register mean? Anyways, I assume it means like opt-in, but I don't know why... Yeah. I don't know what that... Well, I'm already playing the game. How do I opt in more? I don't know. Anyways. But... does anybody know...
Lone Syndicate said also in 2.5, we're going to be able to reroll subsets on disc.
Ooh, that's pretty huge. Oh, man, I love, man, this is where, like, this is cool when, like, because I know maybe there's other games that have been doing this, but I know that from Withering Waves, so I'm hoping that they all learn from each other, and, like, that's cool things that people just take. I think it also works, like, if enough gacha games implement it, and they see that, like, the fucking whole system of, like, economy didn't burn down in their game, they're like, all right, we can, which is cool. We've had that for a good bit of Withering Waves.
It's a promo event for the title update. It's quick enough to do, and you get some more polychromes.
Okay, I'll do one more off stream, but I was gonna say, okay, so does anybody know anything that we can do event-wise that would actually allow us to play Baizu or Bayou? If not, we're just gonna do this thing. What? Also this? It's reset already? Goddamn! This thing.
Catman
may not be great, but yeah.
Said Miss Bunny, who ordered the stripper LMAO.
What do you mean? Is that one of the things? Oh, dude, I need to drink coffee, guys, or drink water. My eyes starting to feel achy. I don't know why. Whenever I have too much caffeine or not enough water, my eyes start saying, "You fucked up," right here, and I'm like, ah. Does that guy have a oh, because
Lone
he's his
Syndicate
brother.
said the simulated showdown event lets you play him and other limited characters.
It's the simulation event? What is it called? Simulated event. Live stream, pre-register, story, chess. There it is. Thank you, Lone. Let us see. I got a bit of a headache. What is this? Yep. I only have enough time. Actually, I didn't even have time for this in Withering Waves. I skipped past all the dialogue there too, unless it's voiced. And even then, I'm kind of like on my P's and Q's and kind of skipping past shit. We don't got that much time. Oh, so there he is. There he is. For all I know, I'm telling them to go fuck themselves like a lot. But yeah. Are you the one I talked to? For the simulator event? Yes. Let's see if we can actually play a video game soon. Guys, this is a side thing that's not going to make sense to anybody, but sometimes I dream about the Steam controller. Not the Steam frame, the controller, the weird Frankenstein shit. To say I dream is a stretch. I think about it sometimes, and I think that'd be really cool, I think. Because it's got gyro in it and stuff like that. It's got like little touch pads. Anyways. Don't know why my brain's like, it needs something to obsess about, alright? And it needs a break from business, okay? Wait, what is this? Any character ultimate. I don't care what you give me, unless I can choose my team.
What kind of fun job have you got me into this
Oh,
time?
shit, can I actually make the dream team in a weird way? And hate myself that I can't.
I still have 2 fists to
Why
swing.
does this game sometimes fight me? Yeah, you can't like play it, like click it on PC. Like I'm using my mouse, I'm clicking this. I don't know how I would confirm that I want this. Like I hit enter on my keyboard, nothing. So I have to do this weird thing where I click to my controller and now hit X and it works. So it's just, it's like, don't play on controller and mouse, you fuck. And I'm like, die. Die, actually. What am I doing? You. And then other bow staff lady.
Work orders are open.
Meep, meep. Very cute. This. All right. Now we can hit deploy and we can swap back over to PC land. All right. Oh. Once again, I still don't know how to play him. So this is a lot of button mashy.
Said, unless you do quick config toggle on the top left, you click on select on the right side.
Lone Syndicate said you click select on the right grin.
On the right? Wait, next time we do it, tell me.
Catman 11234 said my brain needs an obsession. Otherwise, the regrets and memories from past mistakes bubble up. Then I have to think about that.
Damn.
No thanks. I'm watching a 2-hour 40K lore video instead.
That's
great. Fetus said maybe it's because you have a controller connected. Diverts all controls and menus to controller.
No, because it auto swaps.
Maybe?
It auto swaps, Nine. It auto swaps. It's not the case. Actually, I don't even know what her special thing is. God, yeah. Oh, she active. Oh, I see. Right, that makes a lot more sense why you guys are saying she's so helpful. I forgot you guys told me that when she does her shit, she can transition and it just auto does his alt, which is crazy. Also, fuck you, dude. What is this? Hit me again. I did not know we were spamming alts. All right, damn you. Let's run it back one more time. All right. I always hate read this stuff beforehand. I just want to play my muscle dude. Oh, I did the parry thing finally. Hells to the air. Switch to you. Switch to him. Switch back to you. Hurry up, I need to use your thing. You guys had so many alts last time. There. I need to use a lot more alts. Don't die. Don't die, sir, please. I need you to not die. Yes. We got it. We're Pow! Kamehameha. Definitely feels like an homage to Dragon Ball and Azura, for sure. Dark Tide is only $10 on Steam, by the way. I thought there was something that said it was free. Or no, that's Vermintide. I don't know what it was. It was something like that. It was a game that was actually really good, and I thought, what? And it's like, it's free just today. And I thought, what? Are you crazy? But yeah, Dark Tide, guys, fantastic game. I think they're probably also selling it at that price because of the DLCs are probably where they're going to make their money. So know that if you buy it, you're probably going to be interested in the DLCs because they're quite good. Oh, here we go. They tell us how to use our boy. Perfect dodge. You accumulate Wrath Fire when Wrath Fires are at this above that. You hold that to activate your crazy Super Saiyan mode. Very cool. Yes. All right, same thing. Wrath. Yep. HP. Wrath version. Got it. Got it. What are you gonna give me? Are you gonna give me the ideal team? No, you're gonna give me my team. Okay, this is where I actually want to see what my team is like. So I don't want to see their version, which is probably like worse and better in some capacity. Because these other characters aren't really like perfectly built, but he is actually pretty well built. We got the golden seal. Well, we got the silver seal from Lone, with I think edging on gold. Oh.
Tremble! Know your place! I shall define.
I can't really see him.
Leave it to me.
We'll just do this. Forgot we should have probably primed her first. Let's say, why aren't you getting stunned? Boom! Did we do it? I don't know if we really, yeah. Yeah. Vermintide, that was what it was. That was the free one. Pretty good games, man. A really good turn off your brain and just play. Did that, easy breezy. Now it's gonna do this bullshit where it's like, well, hey,
Lone Syndicate
did you know about these other characters?
Said, nah, you got the gold seal.
I got the gold seal. Oh, hell yeah. I wasn't sure if I got the gold seal. Do I have to play him? Complete something. Complete the stage with all agents HP above that. Trigger. Yeah, we have to we have to play at least with him. You son of a bitch. Okay, so what did you guys say? I have to, is it this button? What was the button I have to hit to like activate him? Do I have to double click him? You click select on the right, Grin. Where's select? Am I blind? This? Oh, that's, oh, fuck you. That's so stylized.
11,234 said that one rogue, like I showed a trailer for a while ago, Voin, is now overwhelmingly positive on Steam, 95%.
Did anybody else see that? Am I fucked up?
Syndicate said click select on the right.
Does anybody see select? It's fucking offset with a fucking weird text. Okay, I refuse to accept it as my fault. That is so fucked up that they would do that to you. The fact that they would offset it and the arrow is barely like a fucking arrow. It's meshed in with the weird design of it too. Fuck you, devs. You bastards. Anyways, this by Zoo select. I shit you not. I have not known that for like a comically high amount of time. Where is Tiger Girl?
Said quick config also lets you select your 3 agents without leaving this screen.
Oh, is that what quick config is? Where is Oh, I see. Is this one when we were there? Like, so we click this.
Noring Fetus said not without looking. Looks like decoration to me unless I'm looking for a word there.
Thank you, Non. Appreciate you backing me up with this. Also, is this the right one? No, we want to probably go with our actual one. An excuse I can use to play, what's his name? Better. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Briefcase man. Ooh. Oh!
Don't overdo it. Tremble!
Parry!
As you will. Here. Let the party begin.
Hold. There it is.
Lone Syndicate said, Grin to keep in mind, you need to trigger Totalies with Hugo, which you need the enemy to be stunned to do.
Oh, what? Oh, fuck me. I don't know that.
11,234 said, but yay, Voin seems to be doing extremely well. I can't find a single negative review.
For Voin? Oh yeah, Voin is a game I wanted to play. I don't know if we should play Voin or... I don't know. It's tough.
Repent.
Please have more enemies for me besides him. Alright, we fucked up. We gotta run it back again with different people. I didn't get enough stuns like Lone was saying. Oh, we did. We did get it. Okay. What was it? Trigger that. Okay, we did it, apparently. Great. I thought we did not stun enough people. Nice. Phew. But yeah, sorry, Voin is the game that, I'm not sure if you guys know it off the top of your head, but it was something that Kat showed me, and I thought it was pretty fucking cool. It's just like kind of like a nice Well, it's tough because one of the games I deeply love, I'm not sure if you ever played it, Kat, but it was called Into the Pit.
Catman11234 said I mentioned earlier Voin is at 95% positive on Steam, and getting better. Lots of people say, it respects your time and rewards gameplay.
Yeah, it seems like a really fun game, but at the same time, a part of me is wondering because, like, I think I will like it. The question is, will I have the, like, not even sure if I should say time or just like the level of investment that is needed to be able to get enough out of that. Because like if it was just a roguelike, that'd be one thing, but the fact that there's crafting and like builds, that's a little tough. And I always just like starting something and then not like getting into it, like actually being able to fully develop in it. I feel like I do that a lot, and it always kind of it makes me like feel a little blasé about a lot of stuff. So if you said if I do quick select on,
we really harmonize.
Well, shit. I don't know. I guess we could do a weird thing where we use you.
I may be slow. I will blaze the path.
Do I just click? I see. We'll do this.
Is the concert starting?
No, we'll do this, and then we'll do this. Good.
We really harmonize.
There we go. Nice.
Catman
See how that works.
11,234
actually
said, I'd say you can probably play it like Risk of Rain 2. Just play some games and see how it is.
Yeah,
it's on sale. RN.
How much?
I'm thinking of grabbing it.
How much? Because I also probably got to buy that damn VR game, because I do need to get back into VR, or else there's no videos on that channel, and I'm not letting that happen. But I can go video every 2 weeks, which is shite. But until we get to Steam, I plan on upping the uploads on that channel significantly when we go to the Steam frame. Well, hopefully, if we are able to get the Steam frame. So I think just my obligatory tangent about the Steam frame, dude. When I had this conversation, I'm mostly talking to Kat. If I'm on my Kat, what do you call it, dude? I see the Samsung headset, and dude, if it was like legit 2,000, like maybe not 2,000, but $1,800, if it was around there, I think I'd pull the trigger on that thing. It has like the lenses I like. It has the better FOV than the Steam frame. But I don't know, man. It sucks because like I really do want to see if I can like do this weird monitor replacement, and it has the thing that I most wanted, which is it lets you use your it basically perfectly integrates with a PC. So it lets you like control your mouse cursor with your eyes, which to me is just super cool. To be able to click wherever you're looking without having to move your hands around on a mouse, and you can use all three of them.
said minus 30% off. It's $14 USD.
Oh, okay. For what the Veil or Voin, sorry, or the other one? Because if it's $14 on the VR version of the Robo Recall thing, then shite. Oh, I might have to jump on that. Because that's not bad at all. I wonder what that one is that we're referring to though. Probably Void. I feel like it's too good to be a new VR game like that to be that cheap right now. Why is it so cheap? Is it just the holiday Steam sale things? What do we got here? We got Days, Stage, Greater Health, Stun, Easy. Preset. No, sorry. We do this. We quick select this on. We're gonna go with you. You.
Is the concert starting? Let's make a grand entrance.
And you. Dun, 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 dun. For Voin. All right, Voin. Yeah. Voin. $14 is not bad at all. Probably like more like $16 or $17 for me, but that's still not that terrible. And we'll do one of these.
Make sure it's said Grin. How have you been?
Oh, what's going crazy?
Flufferkin said RoboQuest VR's full price at $29 United States dollars and 99 cents.
That's not that bad.
The regular version is on sale.
Okay. That's not that bad at all. It's not $20, not that bad. Or $30. Oh, I guess it's probably more akin to $40 for me, which is still not the end of the world. Stun!
I won't let you escape!
The Kamehameha Blast does hit. It is a very cool thing. Just all the time. I'm surprised, Fluff, you didn't wait to... Yeah, maybe I should ask Fluff this question. Fluff, what do you feel about the... Let me ask the whole chat this question, actually. What do you guys feel about the Gara trope within anime? The whole stylization of it. Positive, negative? If you were to rate it in terms of S tier to F tier, with F tier being I physically want to puke, and S tier being it adds a lot for me. I'll say that little bit. All right, I'll only say that much, but I could say more. But S tier is it does a lot for me. What is it on your rating, gang? The reason why I brought that up is because there's a character coming with Waves, which is very, what do you call it? Very
Gnawing fetus said C tier.
C tier? Man, okay, let me throw another one out there. Well, let me actually wait, because I don't want people to get yeah. Because people aren't going to specify the thing and then the follow-up. But my follow-up was going to be, okay, well, what about goth? I feel like most people who have had a high school / junior high experience is high. Goth vibe is high on the list, okay? But I was also going to say, what do you call it? I feel like they're just the inverse of all of them.
Flufferkin said Gaisacha's a mixed bag. Depends on who it is. It can be overkill. Same for goth.
Interesting. And
I said, I like a good Gyaru design. I would say B tier.
B tier? Yeah, for me, it's funny because I feel like it's weird because to me, like Gara is I think just it's like the same thing with goth except inversed, basically. So it's like more, but it's the same type of like styling, like craziness. I think both look awesome. Now, granted, I don't think I've ever really. Oh, no, that's not true at all, dude. Oh, fuck, I didn't even realize this. One of the people I knew in high school was actually like a Gara before I knew what Garas were. But she was like a blonde lady, had big blonde hair, crazy eyebrows drawn on, nails and shit, the whole shebang. But yeah, for me, I would say Gara probably A+ for me, A tier, and then I'd say Goth is 1000 S. That's just because I knew a really nice lady, a real nice girl in high school called Lisa, who was an absolute sweet pea, who also looked like she came out of a rock concert, which is just a really cool combo. You know, really wholesome person looking like a whole ass unit. Yeah. And she was really nice. It's just like, yeah, it's funny. Very few people I remember as like their kindness. I usually remember something else associated with them. But that was one of her traits, which was pretty cool. So I'd say it's high for me.
Catman 11234 said, "Ooh, Gyaru. I was hearing Gara from Naruto."
Oh no, yeah. When I say Gara because I have a stroke when I speak. But yeah, you know, some would call it dyslexia. I know it's Garu. Or Gara? I don't know. I always say it's Gara. I don't know. Kat says, I dislike Gara, and they're usually heavily caked in makeup, and personally tends to be off. Yeah, so there's also like the synonymous nature of like, I find maybe it's the goth has a better rep, where goth people tend to be quiet to themselves, homebody type vibe shit. Like to go to rock concerts, that's the whole thing. And then Garu's kind of lean hard into like prostitution. So that's where they take a bunch of damage when it comes to the rating. For a lot of us, I think subconsciously, if anything. But yes. But you know, I guess it's a bad example. I feel like a lot of people like glam, essentially, is what I think it's you call it for like female sect of things. I feel like a lot of them, like a lot of dudes would say like, hey, I like a natural look. But man, I also think most people don't know how much ladies are doing as far as like even subliminal tweaking, you know? Also, let's go over here. Why did I back out of it? I do not know. Let's see, we did that one. The final tier. Oh, it's the tentacle lady. HP recovery or 2 or more times. I might be able to make that work. Complete the stage with all
McFlufferkin
agents.
said Gyoru is the Japanese version of portraying a Western Valley girl. Intense spray tans, dyed hair, slutty attire, animal print. If it's just a natural tan and blonde, not so bad.
It's fun. I take my dress up darling as being like what is Gara. Like, so there's like the comic book aesthetic of like Gara, but then there's like the actual implementation of it. And I've always associated the more subtle version of Gara being like my dress up darling lady, who is basically just like really long acrylic nails, blonde hair usually, a great eyeliner, you know, some foundation on the face, like basically decent makeup, but not crazy makeup. I think the same thing we said for goth, where there's like fucking straight up like drag queen looking stuff, which is quite heavy makeup.
Said,
so there's the
I am
extremes.
the kind of person
but,
where
you know.
if the cheer makeup weighs more than the face, I am not interested. Same with booba size versus head size.
What is that? I'm curious about the last statement. Booba size to head size. Oh, dude, you know what's so funny? The whole time I'm thinking about this, I always like run simulations in my head, like putting myself in the same position as you. Like, what would I feel about the boob size thing? And it's so funny because the first thing that came to mind is it's a meme that I found. I think I took a picture because I thought this is so fucking funny. But
McFlufferkins. That's definitely more of a light version, and she doesn't look that bad.
Yeah.
But there's plenty of examples where they take it much too far.
For sure. Do you guys, for the whole Gar thing, I totally get what you mean. Do you guys see this one? I'm not sure if you guys you just can know the meme by itself, but the whole premise of the meme is basically, it's like, it's always on like posts that have like a tough, like any person from My Hero who's like a badass lady who's big, tall, and fucking jacked usually in some capacity. But I love the follow-up, which is this guy is like holding a microphone to him and it's like, what do you like want in a woman? And it's like big, huge, strong lady, nice to me. But it's the final phase of the panel that makes it so good, which is not that you want this like big fucking titted whatever nonsense, and instead it's just like, I just want someone who's strong and nice to me. And it was such a cute little thing because it took away all like the degeneracy from the post. But it made me think of that when I was thinking of like putting myself in the position of like boobicide and all these things like goth and Gara, and it made me just think of the thing of like, man, Lisa, at the end of the day, as much as she was kind of a goth lady, she's just a really nice lady, or girl, I guess at the time, real sweet. Like we were in art class, and like some piece of shit lady, other girl who's like kind of a bastard, she took my paint and she would like use it, and I had to go fill it up constantly, and she never filled it up, and it was like one of these things where like she's just kind of an asshole, but I think she was seen as teasing. But anyways, Lisa was such a fucking bam. She came over and said, "Oh, I'll rinse it for you," and continue to do that shit. This is the type of bullshit where like it's the meme of like do one nice thing to a guy and he'll just like, remember it for the rest of his life as like, oh, it was such a sweet thing. In hindsight, it also I'm only taking that one thing, but there was a lot of other stuff that would made it really sweet. But alas. It's just funny that one thing makes it sound so like it's very like neutral neutral type of kindness, Grin. Oh shit. So we do need to stun. Oh no, we need to heal. So we do need her. So we'll do this.
I may be slow,
and this.
How about a
Let's see if that works.
Fufu's here.
Not sure. Let's try Jafufu being in this weird stack.
McFlufferkins said, and since you were leading this with that upcoming character for Woo-Wah,
Yeah.
she does look cool, but my disinterest for the gameplay loop tends to outweigh and compound the fact I have no resources.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Again, I definitely think Fluff is in this category where he just doesn't. To me, again, I loved Genshin like a lot, but I didn't love the fact that it was like potential. I think Fluff probably didn't like a lot of the open world systems associated with that. At least I would assume that's kind of a variable. Maybe we can talk about it on
Lone
Tuesday stream, which is probably stream with Fluff.
I got Lycaon to level 60, currently working on his skills, but he has a full DSIC set. Also got Kalida and Lucy Core skill to F.
Nice, Lone. Hell yeah. I wanted to show you guys the character that me and Fluff are talking about, which is this weird Garu-looking lady called Lai something. Can I click her right here? Does it open? No, it's fighting me. But this is a character that me and Fluff are talking about. This is where I was saying that like Fluff just basically logged into, I believe, Wither and Waves. And
McFlufferkins said, I'm a year and a half behind the progression in Woo-Wah. I can't even ascend bullying further because she requires materials for a Renaissance boss.
That's a problem that a lot of gacha games have, which is terrible.
Line
What's that? Open. Yeah, line, that's the one. Open image is also this one. So the reason why I am like pretty gung-ho for her is that she kind of is a mixture of a Garu with like a punk spray paint lady. You'll understand when I show you. I just can't find the perfect goddamn image because the game sucks ass and it doesn't fucking show. Every image is like fucking blurry as hell. Goddamn you, Google. You're fighting me tooth and nail. I just want to see something like visually nice. Man, what is your problem? Damn it. Videos. Give me a video at least. Do I have to go to a video to find the fucking thing? Oh, this video says, what's her name is a must pull. I don't know how this guy is playing 3.0. Is this a leaker, maybe? Who knows? Anyways, this is the character. This is a horrible fucking depiction of what it is. because her face is obscured. But this, to me, what do you guys feel? This, to me, is not the worst version of Garu.
Said, ideally, I want
it's
a
Garu
limited banner
punk.
that has a 5-star I'd like to have alongside Lumi, Bulling, and maybe you as rate-ups. But that's a pipe dream and then some.
A little bit. I'm not sure. That's a very specific request. But I was going to say...
Raidnade said, I also like Line's design a lot, and Mornier also looks pretty cool, too.
Is Mori the one who has, like, disco legs? Like crystallis legs, essentially? But this is what she looks like. But the reason why I think she's pretty dope is because she's all spray paint-based. Forget this man in the corner here. Forgive me. This is the only thing I can find that's a decent image. But she's got like this spray paint vibe. She like tags stuff when she does her abilities. It's crazy.
Ignoring Fetus said, ID say I, 7/10. Too prissy for my tastes.
Okay, I'm curious what Nong's ideal would be. Like prissy, yeah. And are you like not attracted to them, or is it something slightly more subtle?
I'm here.
Cause yeah, like I wonder if there was a nice lady, but she looked like that. You'd be like, hell no. Or if it would be like, man, no, it's not a strong.
Catman 11,234 said, "Grin Google Gyaru and look at a human versus an anime woman. IRL Gyaru are extremely different."
Yeah, I wonder if it's the worst extreme of it though. I'll look it up in a minute. I'm curious. Because I do know what you mean. I think there's ones that are like really like drag queened out essentially. I always say that is like I just know drag queens is like heavily makeup.
Definitely a light Gyaru. She looks good. It's at least the Japanese style delinquent girl.
Yeah, that's true. A little bit, at least that.
Lone Syndicate said, not for me. What ruins a Gyaru for me is the overly tan they do with some. This doesn't include the light skinned Gyarus.
Okay. Yeah. DTS failed me. Also, no, I just wanted to, God damn it. I just want to try again, because I couldn't get the healing factor. We need to, like, take damage. That's why they get you the weird tentacle lady, because she can self-heal.
Gnawing Fetus said, I mean, it'd fuck her.
Jesus!
But I wouldn't go out of my way, too.
Damn! I'm just, basically, the question I always find is interesting is, like, I find a lot of people have, like, it's the same thing when I hear a lady talk about, like, I have this, like, this list of shit that the lady has to have, or the man has to have, like, he has to be this height and all that stuff. And oftentimes I don't hear things that, like, to me at least, signal, like, an actual, like, good person. It's usually just a lot of surface level stuff, so I'm just curious when I like if you were presented with someone who was awesome, but they looked a way that you weren't exactly preferring. If they looked a way that wasn't like to your perfect preference, would you still be like, nah, I still wanted like to be with this person? So I wanted to gauge how much of this like physical attraction element is strong for you. Like if they have this, I am like I couldn't see myself with that person. Versus, well, if they're a great person, it's not that big of a thing. You know, if they're a great person, they take care of me, they're like very sweet to me, all that stuff. And then you might find very, very validating.
Raidnate said, ooh, gonna pull for her grin?
Absolutely, yeah. That's what we're saying for in Wuwa. Lion in Withering Waves. Let me see. I'm trying to look up this Gara thing. Alright, let's see. Garu, IRL, I would assume?
Lone Syndicate said, but I'm getting Linnae. She looks cool. She reminds me of Rappa from Star Rail. Love the spray painting motif, doesn't help. I'm an artist, so anything art related, I'm on board.
Well, this one is blurry as shit, which is terrible as that, but like some of them are definitely like weird 80s vibe. For sure. Which I could see that being a little not so good. So though I'll get one good example and one bad example, which I assume is what Kat was kind of trying to say. But a lot of these are just like super polarizing.
Said my only real look requirements are booba less than head and not wear 3 metric astons of makeup.
Okay, I see. And this one is just visually.
Flufferkin said, it's odd. I've mentioned it before, but the Wuwa characters that have stuck out to me most has been Lumi and Bulin.
Yeah.
But I also preferred the techwear fashion from year 1 and 3 Wuwa.
It's weird. So I'm looking at a lot of these. I can't show them because I don't know if some of them are naked.
Yeah, I'll probably pull for both her and Mornier, though I'm definitely going to need more currency.
It's weird because all of the top examples are like excessive, like what I would consider is like fringe, what is it called? Fringe, like extremes of what I would assume like Gara kind of is. instead of it being more like neutral. Like that, this is probably a better example. All right, we'll do this. So there's like this is what to me I consider to be kind of Garu, or like some people would say also say e-girl. I'm sorry for the fucking tiniest image you've ever seen in your life. It's the best I could do. Anyways, but that one, this is what I think Kat is referring to, which is like that to me I wouldn't even consider Garu. Maybe it's just because, but I think this is like the extreme of this. This is what I mentioned with like drag queen type stuff. Like it's heavy. I don't even think that is like a person. You know, like you're creating like a cartoon
Knowing fetus
Halloween mask.
I
you
prefer
know?
a small redhead with B tilde C cups, but that would be ideal.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. But then the same thing as this, another bad example. And then there's this, which to me is a more like neutral example, a more reasonable example. But nevertheless, to me, like I would like, it's weird because when you Google search those things, you see like the biggest extreme excessive, and that's just not what I tend to see when I think of or see them. You know.
McFlufferkin said, "The issue is that the delinquent girl is treading the line into the Gyaru, and I think you lean more into the delinquent type."
You know what I relate to the most? And this is, I guess, like when I hear like Nong say like, you know, I want to insert this, but like boob size and all that stuff. I relate so much to that damn meme that is like, what kind of girls do you like? And it's just like, I don't know, man, but I think they're all like awesome. Like I'm so much in the other side of the thing where I think most people are attractive. I think most people, I can get fucking. I get going from, you know, basically. It's not that I don't have like a preference, but my preference is more in like what you could do, you know, like if you were attracted to me and you really want to be intimate, like that to me is extremely attractive. Like that's more of a thing for me than like if they're blonde, if they're redheaded, and all these variables, you know. Not that to me it's like a 10% variable, but it's not that it's not. Again, if a person looks like, if honestly, if I could like post, like make anything that I think on a large scale would like be a turnoff for me, it's like if somebody was like so heavy, like morbidly obese heavy, to where like that to me would be like a signal that you're dying. So like I don't want to partner up with you because you physically you're dying. I don't think it's a great idea. Same thing, like things like that, I think would be like a couple of things where it would be like super big turnoffs for me. But ultimately, like I relate so much to the thing of like, I don't know, man. I relate to more of like the, again, it sounds weird, but like how attracted is this person to you? Like how much do they want to make you happy? Do they want to make you laugh? How into are they? Because all of those things to me, like I don't know. This is too personal. It's too personal conversation. But every time I hear people's preferences, it's again, I think most people when they hear that, they're like, oh no, I want all the other things too. But like to me, it kind of just turns into like noise a little bit. And again, it's not that like you don't want to have a beautiful partner. Absolutely, like that's not a variable that I'm not trying to communicate to. But yeah. What am I doing? Where I go? Oh, sorry. We have to go and complete this. But we have to get a good rating. Actually, I don't know if we need to get like a perfect rating. I think A is enough. Let's see. Yeah, it only gives us some like fire power, so we'll go ahead and just not complete that at the highest level. That's fine. Give me this. Give me this. Give me this. Give me this. All right, time for phase 2, which I don't know if it's much hotter. Let's see. What do you want from us? What does it say? It says ultimates. I think it's the same thing, but slightly more intense.
Hello.
Yes.
Rep 2493.
Yeah, hers is awesome. She definitely does feel like a powerhouse.
I may be slow, but I still have two.
Thank you. What kind of fun job have
Setting everything up. Kat says GRINN is a part of I Want Love and to Be Love gang. Well, if I could, thank you. Yes, that's kind of more true. But I don't want to be like a little bitch about it as well. Like, it's not that attraction isn't a variable, but like, I try to communicate this to people, and I don't know if I ever really do a good enough job, because like, I think a lot of people, say if you take like an average looking girl, okay, but she's really into you. So like when you come home from work, she runs up to you, she gives you a hug, she kisses you on the mouth, all that stuff. She's just really like happy to be around you in your space. She's excited to go to the movies with you, like to hang out with you. When you're like editing.
Peter said that's just my physical preferences. And honestly, they're just preferences.
Mm-hmm.
I've dated large ladies, brunettes and blondes, and A cups and DD cups. That's just what I prefer.
Yeah. No, again, I understand like the preference angle, but like to finish my train of thought, because I always find that like preference is always associated with the visual appearance of people a lot. But to me, I think there's so much more about like what is the person, it sounds fucked up, but like, what is the person going to do for you? Like, if a girl is excited to be intimate with you, or to, like, to me, that is worth a lot of attraction. Versus like they have a certain hairstyle and stuff like that. Like, I get their preferences, but like, to me, I feel like that supersedes a lot of preferences. Is how much the person is like wanting to, again, be intimate with you, or like hang out with you, or spend time with you, and all those things. And again, has to be like a baseline level of attraction, which I get, but I feel like no one associates like that element with the preference of a person, like, because people often try, like, disassociate the...
Catman11234 said what you're describing is why I can't enjoy Hidada anymore. I don't get what I want out of it, which is someone desiring me for me because I'm me.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I got too much poison in the brain, but yes, we talked about this cat. But yeah, I was gonna say that just to round that off. That's a really good way to put it. But for me, in like a lot of ways, I think it's like there's a conversation about like what you visually like in the appearance of people versus how you want someone to treat you, and like how that affects you, and like sort of as far as attraction when pursuing like a mate or a person, right? But for me, I feel like not enough people talk about the way a person treats you can be extraordinarily attractive. Like the fact that they are interested in you, they're pursuing you, they are excited to be around you. Like all these things fire off my engine. You know what I mean? Like to be a little prude, or to be a little crass, I should say. And a lot of ways more than like the visual look of a person.
Gnawing Fetus said, as long as they don't complain about shit I try to do, or insist on their way or the highway, I am game. Although I prefer a bubbly personality.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what I prefer, to tell you the truth. I kind of am open to, I think I like a lot of type of people, so I'm not sure if I can say either way. And if I can, it's not enough of a needle mover. The only thing I dislike is a person who can't communicate really well. So like a person who's like plays weird mind games or stuff like that, to me is like a super, I wouldn't even say it's a turn off so much as it's just, it signals everything into me that this is not worth pursuing, because like you're a person that's dangerous essentially. Because like what happens if I do fall in love with you? Fuck. And you can't just tell me what you're feeling, or like how or maybe you're having a bad day, instead I gotta read your mind. Like that's the shit that to me is like a huge scare in the dating scene and in like pursuing anybody. It's just like a person who is, and I think it's, and again, I don't want to say it's a lot, because I think it's a conditioning from social media that makes you think that every woman is like this, when it's really probably not the mass majority of women. But it does worry me about like this idea that women tend to, or like the idea, I should say, that women tend to not want to communicate when they want something, and they try to play games to try to get you to do all that stuff. And maybe it's just me, but like as I've gotten more older, I have had just a significant less baseline for like bullshit. Like
Multi_1337 said dating advised by GRINN.
Not dating advice for me. It's honestly like, it's kind of like me talking to myself in a capacity of like, this is how I feel. It's kind of weird going by it. But and I also don't think people are wrong for your preferences. Like there's so many people who are in so many weird things.
Catman 11,234 said more than you know. I'm looking past some big red flags. RN talking to a woman, one of her hobbies is drinking, because she's been so into me it's spooky. I jokingly asked her who paid her up.
Jeez, yeah. See, oh man, it's tough because like if I can only like throw this advice, like hear all this stuff and like throw it onto me, because I can't give anyone advice, because I'm in no way, I'm not a person that's like crushing in life.
Yeah, mind games are for the birds. One more thing, say what they mean and mean what they say. Been in too many, I want X, Y, but hate it when X, Y happens.
Well, dude, this is the thing that like, so we're having like a weird philosophy kind of conversation right now a little bit, but you know what the weirdest thing? So there's two things I want to say. One of them, and please remind me to like hit both of these. One of them is the reality that a lot of people...
McFlufferkin said, gave an example of my limit/ideal for both Gyaru and Goth types. Of course they just so happen to be HoloLive VTubers.
That's funny. But I was gonna say that like, to me... Oh, I lost my train of thought a little bit. Ooh, I should have just finished it. A lot of people will say they want something and then actually go for an entirely different thing. So like one of the best advice for like actually developing skills in the world is actually, it sounds horrible, but it's basically do not focus on what people say they do, focus on what they actually do. Or said differently, focus on what people actually respond with rather than what they actually what they say they respond with, like in a lot of ways like this. So that's a really helpful way to like get clear information about what people actually want. But anyways, that was one of the things I want to say. There was something associated with my games are birthday. No, isn't that? Oh, the dating advice thing. To me, like if I put this question onto myself, the one thing that to me stands out is like because I put myself in Kat's position, I think, shit, what happens if you had a person come up to you who was really interested in you but had a lot of bad habits and had a lot of bad signals? Well, maybe you would try to see the best in them, and you'd still try to see if they're a great person and all that stuff, because people are complicated in their totality, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, it seems like people might start to, like, if I put myself in that position, I might start to lull myself into like, well, this person's right here and I have access to this person, so maybe I could like overlook or try to accept or try to navigate some of these things I might not entirely have a preference towards. But, and this is what popped up in my head, especially with what I'm learning about right now, which is like volume. So like the idea of like a volume game being a big variable that can give you so much in life, which is if you understand, okay, well, right now, basically, I think maybe this is wrong to say, but I think Kat is in a position where he is, or I shouldn't say Kat. If I was in this position, I would determine it to be I probably have a lack of opportunity. So basically, I only have this, like in my own vision, I have this one person who I'm perceiving probably too much value from, whereas if I were to increase the level of opportunities that I have to meet people, so I go to mixers more, I go to places that have people who like the same things as me, and I continue to just go there constantly, like a crazy amount of volume every week. Like you do that for like 2 weeks, or like 3 weeks, sorry, and in like every single day of that week, you come home from your work and you immediately go to these locations, and you just do that constantly, and you drastically increase the level of volume you have for those opportunities to find you, and you put yourself out there. Then I think you would have a significant, like at the end of the year, you'd probably average way more opportunities. Maybe you meet a bunch of crazy people and you get really unlucky, but you'd increase the level of opportunities you'd have, and therefore that one girl who was kind of okay, but did have some baggage, well, if you're willing to do the work, you can actually benefit from like the sheer, like flipping the coin way more times than anybody else and possibly getting a better hand. So that's, if I put that on myself, I think, okay, whenever I do go to pursue this, that's one of the things I think I'm going to have to like just completely bite the bullet on, is you're going to have to do a stupid amount of volume of like going to locations, putting yourself out there, going on dating apps, and just going crazy. And just by going crazy, I mean like forcing yourself to make this a massive priority in your life, like exercising. Like you always exercise every fucking Tuesday. Well, you always like message 5 to 6 people every single day when you're doing this. And you try to push that to an insane degree of like, how many people can I reasonably reach out to who seem cool? How many events can I go to that actually has people who probably like the same things as me? And you just keep doing that, and you attack it in the sense of volume. And then eventually, this is the cool part about like doing a stupid amount of volume, is you eventually probably get much better than the guy who only had like 5 opportunities in 1 year where he had engaged with a woman and talked to them, you know, versus the person who had like 50 or 100 or 300 opportunities. So which one probably has better development in communication and finding a person and being a good partner? Probably the guy that did a lot more of it, you know. So that's how I think through things in my head, especially when it comes to this. But alas, let's fight. Let's satisfy our carnal desire and beat shit up. Now, I think we need to stun the... No, ultimate use is what this one is. Da 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 da. Oh, also, I'll check that thing that Fluff mentioned in a minute here.
Hey. Got one for complaint.
Wanted to fight that thing. And he definitely doesn't get his thing back so fast. I need to use my
Well,
thing.
Syndicate said, Emma, be honest with me. You kind of lost me with what you just said.
Yeah, I can clarify it again just to make clear. I think we got the 2 that we needed.
Intercept. Seal. What? Break. A complaint? Too late for that.
Tremble! Crumble!
Got one for complaint.
Take this!
Hear me roar!
I need to do this. I don't know if it said 3 trigger activations. If I could streamline what I was saying, Lone, when it comes to dating, if I were to put myself in the position where I ever had like the opportunity of like a girl, but she didn't seem very great for me, like she had variable things that I didn't love, like maybe she drank, but she was but she was really attracted to you and all that stuff. To me, I think it's reasonable that some people might say, oh, maybe I should compromise to go to be with that person, and that's not a terrible idea. But where you could create an advantage is if you just basically increase the volume of opportunity that you potentially could have. So basically, if you actually were to think about like, well, why am I not meeting more people that could potentially be like, we could go on dates or whatever, right? And a lot of times it's because you're not actually doing fucking anything. Like you're just kind of living your life and you kind of have opportunities that come up every now and again. But if you want on like dating apps and you specifically gave yourself like a criteria of I need to like swipe on or message this many people a day, like 20 people a day, and you do that for a whole fucking year, that's an insane amount of volume. And then if you hedged your bets in smarter ways, which is what I would assume, which is where you'd go to actually events like 5 or 6, 10 events every year, or like every week to a special thing that's going on. Basically, you're massively increasing the volume of opportunities where you could meet another person, so you don't have to compromise. So like this is the thing that's annoying, where like a lot of ladies will be like, I want this whole list. And honestly, if you want to give people like good advice, it's like, hey, like for ladies, they kind of shoot themselves in the foot, I think, because they don't tend to be the person pursuing others. So they don't tend to like go to a location to then ask a person if they're really willing to go on a date with them, if they're interested in them. They kind of just let people come to them. But as men, this is kind of also our a plight, but we are almost seen as the person who goes and basically introduces ourselves and tries to say hi and all these variables. So if you just increase the level of volume that you can do, you're basically going to increase the level of opportunity where you don't have to make a compromise. You might find that one girl, oh, holy shit, how the fuck did I luck out this well? Well, it's because you either can get lucky or you can create luck. So you can either hope that the 5 times you shoot in the entire year, you're going to get lucky, or you can create 1,000 times where you shoot and holy shit, with 1,000 times, you don't think one would be okay? So that's what I was saying about like how I would perceive the whole dating problem. About like, well, fuck, do I just double down with this one lady who has a lot of shit that maybe isn't great for me, but maybe I should just compromise and do all that stuff? Well, instead of just saying compromise, say no, I'm gonna have to put 10 times the work in to get what I want. That's fucking hard. Most people aren't willing to do that. Not 10 times, sorry, 5,000 times more work than other people aren't willing to do. But hopefully at the end of it, it'll mean that I have what people can't even dream of having, which is a wife that loves me and a person who genuinely cares for me, a person who's not like all the other people I see around me. So that's what I was meaning.
Gnawing Fetus said most women want rather unrealistic expectations. Must be 6'6" and make 10 figures. Instantly cuts the pool down to 5% of the population.
Well, I think that's the funniest thing, Long, is that I think there's a great saying and a great way of thinking about things, which is, does this serve you? So does that belief that women have like a very even if it's true, like it could be absolutely true, where like women have this unreal expectation, where they want this and this, therefore it's terrible. If you instead have another belief, which is, I can make any woman, like I can make them laugh, I can make them have fun, I can flirt with them. If you have that belief, which person in just all of our estimate would actually end up probably getting more success? And he'd even maybe be able to sway some of those people who think they want that. Because again, this is what I mean. This is what I mean, guys. Like, so they say that. Like let's say like we go on that thing. This is the other thing I didn't get a fully think of. So thank you so much for saying this, Don. Also, pause text speech so I can finish this thought out. If we presume that thing that I mentioned a couple minutes ago, which is people say that they want a 6-foot person, they want 10 figures, and then what do? Who do they sleep with? Is it the guy who's 6'2", who's making 6 figures? Probably not. Actually, not at all, in fact, because they're so fucking rare. But you know who they do? People who are out there who are great at communicating, great at lying, people who are also bad boy types. Like, if you actually look at what women actually do, or men actually do, like, everyone, like, it's one of the biggest things you can ever learn in life, which is realizing that a lot of us try to explain the fucking chaos going on in our minds, the chemical fucking psychosis that we're all in, with whatever we were born with whatever our past experiences, and ultimately, who cares? Like, I hate to be that guy, but like, who cares? There's like things, if you could just observe the reality of the world, you can align yourself to benefit from that reality. And a lot of that times it's not an evil thing either. Like that's something I oftentimes is misattributed, which is like and like it's basically it puts you in the position where you can either choose to be an amazing person who understands the like fragility of man and can become a great person, or you can become a person who's a bastard, who's like one of those fuckboy types who knows exactly what to tell someone and destroys people, which is terrible. But it still puts you in the position of like, what's that saying? It's better to be it's better to be a soldier in a garden than a gardener in a war. Basically something like that, basically saying that like, yeah, a soldier in a garden, I mean, worst case scenario, he's not going to know how to garden, big whoop, but a gardener in a fucking war, that's a problem, you know? So it's better that you keep yourself in that position. But anyways, that's the one thing I wanted to point out, because now I mentioned that women have a specific type. And I think that's one of the things that's kind of funny is that I don't rarely see them go for that type on average. Maybe it's because they're so rare, you could say, possibly.
Fetus said like, just make it, must be taller than me, and can support themselves and or a future kid or 3 inches instead. That opens up the dating pool to at least 50%, a 1,000% increase in opportunities.
Yeah, a good bit. Well, he said, how many people do you know who met on a dating app? A lot, actually. Like a lot. Yeah, like, I know an incredibly amount, to me, I shouldn't say, well, so yeah, there's dating apps. That's one of them. I know some. I'll say like 20% of the people I know who are in relationships, or maybe like 30%, are probably met on, I should say 45%. Let's get a decent amount. It's almost half. Met on dating apps. But the higher percentage of people that I know dated like I just know old people, basically. Older people. I know people who like met on like email, what is it called? Like internet. There's no cell phones, basically. There's just like internet messaging, basically. And I'm not even talking about MySpace. I'm talking about all these other dating things that I can't remember the websites that they're called. But that's where I know a lot of people interact with people. But if you want me to tell you, like, how could you get the best chance? I'll say the question differently. In my experience, if you want to find someone who is extremely out of your league, who has so much shit perfect that you're thinking, what the fuck is going on? How did I find this person? Go to a small town, basically. Go to a small town, and yes, you'll find a person who is extremely pretty, because there's not a lot of options there. It sounds horrible, but hey, again, I know so many people who have like gorgeous spouses, and yeah, it's mainly because they just are like, there's not a crazy amount of options, so the people that you do have around you kind of have to fuck with a little bit. And if you fuck with someone enough and you kind of talk to them, then you can start depending on them, and that depending and all that stuff kind of ends up creating a strong bond, we'll say. And that person struggles to see their life without you, even if it's like financially, or if it's support-wise, or if it's communicative-wise. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a really fun aside. We're going to continue with this. I just got to use the washroom. But let me see. I don't know. So now he said something. It says just make it. But wait, no, sorry. Before that, I thought there was something that someone said that was really Bolty said that. I thought Bolty was going to say a different point, which I thought was actually really interesting. Which is, I thought Bolty said originally, the problem is dating apps because they pigeonhole you into only representing the surface level things. That way people don't get the opportunity to sell themselves for their other benefits. So you may think like it's for you, Grin, it's fine to say that like women might actually go for different things that they may specify they actually want, but with the nature of dating apps, all the things, like, I don't get an opportunity to show that, like, to use those things to my benefit, like to actually be someone that can talk and all that
stuff. Small towns, at least in SW, Michigan, are rather barren. Either nothing to look at, or cracked/methed out to oblivion, or both.
I'm only speaking for Canada. Canada in small towns is pretty good.
McFlufferkin said. She's a small town girl living in a lonely world.
I'll be right back.
Musical note.
Oh, man. I was gonna say all this stuff is making me think of that stuff I learned about it. Not I learned about it. It's something that like it's becoming a pretty like dense core belief for me, which is it's hard to just perfectly describe, but basically, like most people actually like know deep down what they should do.
Catman 11,234 said GRINN. The big thing people talk about in online discourse is the advent of dating apps, giving the more attractive people basically buffets of options, leading to eliminating guys based off anything.
Yeah, no, so there's two things I have to say that, which I told it first of all, thank you, yeah, because that's really well articulated from like a big issue that most people have with dating apps, right? But again, I always come back to that what serves you? Does it serve you to believe that that's reality, or is it like it's kind of this adage of like I'd rather die a hopeful fool than like a pessimist who basically I can't really remember it, but it's basically like that. Like it's better to believe in things that serve you rather than the reality of the world that just makes you like hate life and put a bullet through your head. You know what I mean? Like, so, and also it's like, it's kind of true. Like if you have a person who believes that like, oh no, despite the fact that so many people say that dating apps, are all surface level and all of these variables, despite that, I'm going to still like basically put myself out there in the highest capacity. And maybe you do both. Maybe you say, okay, well, if it is so surface level, then I'll try to make myself look as visually appealing as possible. I'll hire a photographer. I'll find a way to win. Okay. So this actually loops back to the thing I wanted to mention really quick. The thing that I've kind of come to believe so deeply is that 90% of people know how to win, know how to succeed. They know what they need to do to get the things that they actually want. The issue is that what they have to do is often just not worth the trade. Like it's so much work to them. It's all this stuff, right? But and the other thing that I've come to believe like big time is if you can disconnect, like this thing that I feel like people have always attributed to me in a lot of ways, which is very sweet, is discipline. And I've always didn't feel like that was always the fairest way to define things and all that stuff. But I love the way that a person defined discipline recently, which is simply doing something in the absence of what you feel. So basically, saying, I will do this thing, and saying, like, irrespective of how I feel, it's going to happen. It's going to be done. Because a lot of times when people will say, like, exercising is discipline. But no, because, like, exercise is... What if I love exercising? So, like, it's not discipline for me. Like grinding a video game or streaming, for some people, could be exhausting. Kind of like me, for me, but that's not because I don't like streaming. It's just because I get tired by social interaction quite a bit. But I love streaming. I love it. I love social interaction. It's kind of a snake eating its own tail thing. But alas, to me, that's such a valuable thing. If you could actually develop that, which is, despite how I feel, I will act in this way, or I will do this thing. And that's something like, it sounds fucked up, and I hate to like really kind of lean on like male bad stuff, but it's one of the things as a man, I think there's like no greater superpower that you can actually develop. And I think that is like the truest form of discipline. Because again, people attribute discipline to things that don't really make sense, because like you might love that. So like what is hard for me might not be hard for you. But if I can say, doesn't matter what is hard for me or is hard for you, eventually I'm going to get to something that's hard. And guess what? Despite if I feel like shit, if I don't want to do it, I still do it. Because I can disconnect how I feel and how I act. And to me, that's like the second piece of that. Of like, most people know what they need to do to win, to succeed in life, to get the thing that they want, to get more dates, to get a woman or wife of your dreams. It's just the cost of the trade is so great. I don't want to have to message 1,000 people. I don't want to have to if I can put myself out there and get rejected 1,000 times. Even though I know if I did those things, I'd massively increase my odds of getting this outcome. And then the second thing is like, okay, well, I don't know if I feel scared. I'm scared of how I do this. I second guess myself if I do this. It's gonna hurt. And then that's where discipline comes in. Disconnect how you feel from how you actually, like, what you actually do. And that's something that, like, to me, I've had to start developing completely from zero. Because I used to think I'm disciplined, but it's not. There's not, like, working out was never very difficult for me. I didn't hate physical exercise. There's other things that are much harder. And it's funny because, like, you can push something to be difficult. Like, again, like doing the attack, like I love weightlifting.
Syndicate said I'm gonna have to look back at the VOD to understand this conversation, because I don't know how we got here.
Did you watch the entire thing alone? Because I thought when you asked why, I wonder if you got up and used the washroom.
Fetus said it'd rather die knowing the facts through personal experience if need be, rather than blindly believing things that aren't true until I die. A 5% chance is always a 5% chance after all.
Wait, through a person thing, I'd rather blindly believe things that aren't true until I die. Yeah. Again, I think the best way to phrase it is like, does this serve me or does this not? So if you have a belief that is limiting, like, hey, no one can become a millionaire, or nobody in my small town, there's all these people are ugly and mean, or dude, all these girls, or insert this. Also gets his Garu's loan. But I was going to say loan. I did actually try to condense, when you asked, like, I don't understand what you're talking about, Grin. I did try to condense. I just don't wonder if you got up and left at that point. But I did kind of streamline that for you. Or at least I tried. I thought it was pretty clear. So hopefully that the second approach on the whole dating thing of why I brought that, or I thought through it the way I did, is because of that. Basically just that volume increases your odds. And yeah. I hope it makes sense.
Whatever you seek, I will devote
Let's see
myself
this.
Lone Syndicate said, I've been here the whole time, but somewhere along the way I got lost and left behind.
Oh no, Lone. Well, yeah, I maybe missed the thing I didn't mention enough of, but basically Kat mentioned how he I think was going on a date with a girl, or he had a girl who he was talking to at the moment who seemed really great. She was really interested in him, but she had some things that weren't great. For instance, Kat mentioned that she liked to drink as a hobby, like drinking was her hobby. But Kat was also saying, because of the fact that she is so interested in me and she's pursuing me, that's really attractive. Like, that's actually something that's kind of compelling. So then to me, I put myself in that position, and then I thought, oh, okay, how will I solve this problem of is it possible to have, and this is kind of the whole relationships as a whole, which is you might have a laundry list of things you actually want from a partner, right? I think it's fair to say. How would you best go about getting all of those things? And then we came to the discussion of a volume game, which is basically how do I give myself the most amount of opportunities, i.e. message more people on dating apps, go out to locations where people who I like the same thing as I do are there, and have the balls to actually go talk to people. Even set myself a minimum requirement of talking to insert many people. And if you did that for a whole year, and you did that you basically hit one person, if you take 2 copies of you, Lone, the copy that acted in the same way that you did last year.
Lone Syndicate said, okay, that's the context.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Okay. We're good. I just want to make sure that was okay. A true evaluation of D&D. Garu's and a girlfriend load.
Whatever you seek, I will devote myself wholeheartedly.
Let's see. We got this. What is the? I don't know what the requirement for this one was. What the fuck is this thing? Is that the Baizu thing as well? It might be. I wonder if he's actually the perfect use case in this way. I don't know. Oh, also again, we have to go look at Fluff's thing. Fluff gave us an example of what he enjoys for Garu's. I don't want to let that go.
McFluffican said, "That's the Krampus Bamboo."
But is it what is this? What is that one for? What does it do? I forgot we always have to add this. Oh! Tiny Tiger getting the shit kicked out of her.
I'm on it.
Lone Syndicate said that the Cramps bang boo, and you won't get the most out of him. You need 2 agents.
Oh, I see. Well, is what it is.
11,234 said random stream question.
Hit me!
Did horses enjoy being cavalry? Was being a horse during medieval times the best time ever?
That's a good question. It's a really good question. Oh, I need to activate my weird thing. Boom! I want to answer this in totality. It's funny because this is actually a question I think which is it sounds fucked up, but it's a question of what is the point of life. And I think the point of life in a lot of ways is just meaning. So finding meaning in anything. So it's basically saying, was a caveman happier in the past than he is now? Well, I think it entirely has to do with whether that caveman felt meaning in his life. I think it's possible for a person to find tremendous meaning in their life right now. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. Sorry. But yeah, it's funny.
It said basically the Bangbu act like another stunner and make Dalen stun even faster than Ash already does.
So do you need both Staff Girl and the other one? Damn. And him, sorry, because I think they're both part of the weird thing. Nog says, no, horses want grass. Horses want grass for the grass god. Okay.
Catman 11,234 said, "So horses having meaning would mean they're happy? Like how working dogs need to do stuff."
Yeah, I think pursuit. So like for me, if I guess the way I think about it is like this, Cat. If you have two stories, we have a story of a person, of a horse in that same time period that you gave, who is basically like...
McFluffirkin said unless you get R3+ on the Bangbu, I believe it lowers the requirement to one of that faction to trigger.
Oh. Huh. I'm not sure if it's worth it. Yeah. I wonder if the other one is, as the Rupture one, is also good for the team, like good enough. I'm not sure. But, yeah, so if I tell...
Lone Syndicate said, well, yes, but a thing they've been doing with Season 2 Bangbu is if you get them to 3 stars, you only need 1 member from that faction.
Oh, I did not know that. It's very cool. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so that's every one of the new ones? Okay. That's really cool. I didn't know that. It makes that gives an incentive for like the absurd amount of Bangbu polls I have. But yeah, if we tell ourselves two stories of like a let's say a horse that's like free, it's in the field. Actually, let's give this a different thing. We have a horse that's in a cavalry setting and trained and like very disciplined and constantly in pursuit of something. And then we have another horse that is like being treated on a farm and he's getting to eat nice food. One is going through extreme hardship and the other one is not. Which one has the most purpose? And to me, as like a storyteller, I think, well, it depends on what the horse actually like associates with meaning and whatnot. If the horse associates with like the love and connection he has with the farmer and like maybe his kids like playing with him and being silly and like all that is meaningful and purposeful, sure, that person can be happy. The horse could also be bored of its mind, want to kill itself, hate its life. And the person on cavalry also can have that same thing. He can hate his life because he's getting whipped and trained and he's just constantly being like ripped around. And he also could love it because he gives his life meaning and purpose and maybe he actually doesn't dislike the path he has to take. I think the only thing that changes is, it sounds kind of fucked up, but it's the perception of the person who perceives the reality that they're in. So I could see like both versions being happy. And in the same way for a lot of people, like right now, if you're miserable, I think there's like a version of your story possibly where you could have attributed like more meaning, more like something. Because there's people who have a much worse lot in life than you, who are somehow happier. What? What the fuck? You know? And again, people could argue that's brain chemistry and a whole gamut of other things. I'm not saying that happiness is as easy as flipping a switch. Absolutely not. But to me, I think that's at least gives you some like fragment of hope, which is the idea that progress, like choosing to care about anything and pursuing that thing and knowing that it's the pursuit that actually gives your life meaning and not the reward that you get at the end of it, to me, I think is meaningful and makes suffering and the pain kind of amount to something rather than it amounting to nothing at all, you know? But that's my bullshit ass take on it, which I'm sure is going to get punched holes in when I experience the fragility of life and the horror that existence can bring. All that stuff. Actually, such a crisis inbound. But yeah. Let's see what that thing that Fluff sent. Fluff said, we asked the Gara question. What other tropes do you guys have? Let's write them as a chat. Tongue piercing. S to F. What is it for you? Nurse outfit aesthetic. S to F for you. Which one?
Catman 11,234 said, I'm going to extrapolate and say, you are saying the horses want to trample peasants and not pull a plow.
Yes. This is like a crazy question. This is a crazy question. Like, sorry, this is a great question. Because, like, to me, in my head, as so show you how fucked up I am, I'm like, is it possible for someone to be doing horrible-ass, demonstrous acts and be the most happy, the most purposeful?
Both C-tier could
I
go
think so.
either way.
Both C-tier, really? Could go either way? Gotcha. So it now says B. What's B mean? I asked two questions. Both are B? Maybe both are B. F to S is B tier, tongue piercing and nurse outfit. To me, I feel like the nurse outfit goes down to like a solid C. Like it does nothing. Like I don't understand that one much at all. Now, if you say like teacher aesthetic, I might put that one a lot higher. Don't know what that says about me. Yeah. Maybe you had some hot ass teachers and you're like, I kind of get that, Grin. Anyways, what are we looking at? We're looking at Fluff's comment. Where did Fluff put it? Put the thing. The green rack tab, possibly? Let's scroll down. There it is. Yes, I was correct. All right. Let's see. Garu from this one. See, this one looks good. See, this is what I assume when I see Garu, except it is kind of superseded by the fact that it is like a weird lolly. Like they made this as lolly first, Garu 5th, because it's also a cat thing. So yeah, but hey. What was the other one? Is it the same one? See, that one's not goth. That one, ooh, that's like what's the word? Gothic. It's not even goth. I would say it's more gothic, which is more of like a Japanese aesthetic of like, yeah. Also, geez, we can zoom in. So what is this,
Syndicate
really quick?
said teacher is a solid A tier and maybe S depending on other things.
Other things. Nog says SF, B tier for either ICIC.
McFlufferkin said, most uniforms do little for me, so I'd rate it D- at the most. Piercings are a middling C.
Middling C?
Gnawing Fetus said for me, a standard nurse outfit is E. A slutty nurse is a solid B.
Well, of course, I mean whatever the one is the most attractive for you, which I would assume is that. I'm trying to think. For me, the tongue piercing thing, I might be a freak. I would put that up pretty. I put that as a B+. A solid, maybe A. Possibly A. Nurse outfit C?
Raidnade said, just want to say the schoolgirl aesthetic is growing on me. IMO.
See, that one I don't get. That's one of the few ones I don't get, because like we never had uniforms in any of the schools we went to, and also I attribute it to like youth, and I don't love that. You know, I want a woman. Okay. Now, if we stack the deck and you take like a cougar essentially, or let's just stop being fucking too vile. All right, we take a person who is older, let's say 24 to 38. Okay. Full-grown woman, all right, and then we put her in that, then maybe then. But I feel like that's just an attraction to the whole cougar thing. But anyways, or not cougar thing, MILF, whatever we call it, older lady thing. But yes, I'm trying to think. What was the other one I mentioned?
Gnawing Fetus said, what about nipple piercings? GRINN, S or A+ for me?
It's A+? Oh, for Nong, it's A+. That's a tough one. We're getting too honest here. We gotta slow down. We gotta give ourselves a refractionary period, okay? Because I hear what everyone else said. Man, it's tough. It's tough because on one hand,
Raidnade said, it's probably just the short skirts, TBH, that shit goes crazy.
Probably. Honestly, yeah. If you take, well, not, yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. I gotta think more about it. What is it called? The Haneda piercing, to me, I feel like it's a trait I don't know if I want to make.
McFlufferkin said, as someone that just played through Lost Judgment, I definitely cannot find the school uniform thing appealing, especially when you play as a middle-aged detective.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
Lone Syndicate said nipple piercing CT.
So what I just said was I was saying that I don't know if I want to make the trade. So it is in my assumption, which could be fair or false, that if you take a bit of steel and you stab it through a sensitive area, then you'd probably reduce the sensitivity of that area. And I don't know if I want to pass it up. I would like to have every opportunity to make my partner feel quite good, okay? And I don't know if it's worth that trade. Now, from a visual perspective, is it spicy? I think so, yes. I think so, yes. For me, yes. Yes, I would say it's a solid A tier if nothing is lost. If something is lost, it is F tier, and it's never worth the trade for me. Now, what was the one you did? Someone mentioned something else. No, it was me who was going to mention something. I forgot what it was. Oh, now, I'm just going to ask a question where there is only one right answer, okay? This would be called a baited S tier specificity, okay? How do you all, rating F to S, or F to S, there we go, up to down, F to S, how would you rate...
said, how about under booba? High A tier for me.
Pause. How would you rate... the sundress?
Lone Syndicate said GRINN, trying to do some ripple play. I see my guy.
I don't know what ripple play. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, actually. But how would you rate a sundress, gentlemen, on the scale of A to S? There is only one right answer. You sons of bitches. Okay? Anyways, sundress is S tier. Thank you, cat. Okay, what is this also? I've seen this in the preview, and I want to quickly go. E tier for... No, you're crazy. You're a psychopath. Anyways, who is more delusional? Pre-isekai, Eminence of the Shadows guy, Sid. If I train hard enough, I can punch a nuke head on and survive. Listen, man. with AI and all this shit, you never know, honestly. The fact that a nuke exists tests humanity's capacity for greatness. Anyways, Rent-A-Girlfriend guy, oh boy. If I give Kazura enough money, she will eventually be mine. Dude, this, I'm so happy I didn't get into this. There was a time when like me and Lone were really getting into anime that were like slice of life stuff. And this came up, and I think Lone watched it and was like, it's okay. And then it just got so bad so fast. And I'm so grateful I did not invest in those stocks. Okay, yes, but alas.
Gnawing Fetus said, I don't care for modest outfits usually. Sometimes they slap, but most often they fall
I
flat.
was gonna say, you haven't seen
Lone
these
Syndicate said, I meant
man.
nipple playing sundress is B tier.
It's
and under
B
Boomer
tier?
A tier leaning to S.
I can't believe you guys haven't seen like a beautiful lady in a. I think you guys have seen like a mid-ass woman. Essentially. Okay, I'm being mean, but I gotta chill. But yes, the whole sundress thing to me, dude, it's crazy. Also, the whole underboob thing to me is, I feels like a. Let me ask you guys this question: what would you assign short shorts being? Also, I don't know if this is a hot take, but I would massively put. I think I'd put leggings, like yoga pants, essentially in S tier. I think that's fair, even above the short thing. In fact, short shorts to me fall under the underboob thing as well, which is like, I don't know. It's weird, but like a bathing suit to me is also not immediately sexy, I guess. Does that make that makes not a lot of sense?
Lone
How does that make
Syndicate
sense to me?
said I stopped watching Rent-A-Girlfriend at the end of season 2. I just lost interest, told myself I would go back, but haven't, and short shorts are B tier.
Short shorts, yeah, I feel like short shorts get too much hype. You know, I feel like they're kind of like I feel like the same thing as underboob thing, where I'm like
11,234 said thigh highs beat leggings.
Gnawing Fetus said,
you're out of line, but I agree with you.
Solid B tier for short shorts. Leggings varies between A and B.
A and B, I do think the legging thing is, well, I don't know if I want to. Nah, I'm not gonna do that to you guys. I'm not gonna set you guys up for chaos. But the leggings to me does lean towards another step of something that I don't want to. Yeah, don't worry about it. Let's not get into that. All right. We're going to this.
Whatever you seek.
You, and then I think this worked last time.
Today's reading is Be a Hero.
Be a hero, Jafufu.
We're up, Hooey.
McFlufferkin said cable knit sweaters, SS plus.
I would agree with it. Well, SS. I don't know if I'd say SS. I'd say to me like cable knit.
Lone Syndicate said Cat is talking facts with that statement.
What did Cat say?
And Grin, we all know thighs are S tier for you.
You don't know me.
Fetus said combined,
Okay, you know.
they're either S++ or an F. No in between. It either works or it doesn't.
Let me see, what is it? So combined, they're either SS in between. What we refer to? Let me see. A Cat says with a bit of what? A bit of pudge of. Oh, I see. Thigh highs beat leggings. Solid B tier for short shorts. Leggings varied A to B. Are the camo ones not as cool as the solid? I don't know. I'm trying to understand what the variable would be for A to B. Thigh highs. Well, we don't need to talk about it. We don't need to talk. Grim likes Amazonian girls. I mean, doesn't everybody? What do you mean? What do you? Well, actually, I don't, that's true though. No, I definitely think there's some people who are attracted to like small, fragile things, and I think again, it's not that I couldn't be like, oh, that's a cute lady, all that stuff, short queen, all that stuff, but it's definitely not. It's a B compared to an S for me, for sure. But if anyone's out here like, I want less of a woman, it's like what? You know,
lingerie?
No, I fuck with that. I think lingerie is better than Hanuta.
Said the splitting out the top is what makes it grin. You can't gloss over that.
What, the splitting on
Lone
the top?
Syndicate said, I'll throw one in here for the low tattoo, F to S.
What? What? I'll throw one in here from the HUD. Oh, womb. I see. That one to me is a little too. It's a little too much of a signal for like degeneracy. Now, what are we rating on a scale of like hot, like hey, or are we rating on a scale of like I would like my partner to partake in this? I don't know if I want my partner to to like.
McFlufferkin said Grinn's the type that prefers fleur-de-lis, while Kat and myself prefer Cartethia.
Is absolutely. Again, the idea that you'd want less is just, yeah. Oh, my eye. Oh. Kat says, y'all know me very... Yeah, okay, so yeah. We know Kat... yeah. I was like, Kat kind of made it very clear when we were playing that game what he's feeling. Oh, I got a bubble in my chest.
I'm hit hard.
Volty_1337 said big, medium, or small Grin.
What does this mean? Big, medium, or small what? Jafufu, go!
I'll lead the charge.
Jafufu, do your thing.
Catman 11,234 said it's half my preference for it. Half the fact that Cartetia's story was very well
Very wholesome.
done.
Yes, it's true. It's true.
Lone Syndicate said E, maybe D tier. For me, and Grin are team fleur-de-lis all the way.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I got to catch up. It's too stimulating. I gotta the game, guys. The game is too. Let's go on with the game. All right, we got to relax. I should have switched him, I think. I still need to farm out his... I don't know what we're doing with the weird ice guy, Scythe Man. It's not crazy. It doesn't get staggered at all. That's kind of cool. I did it. I did a thing, I think. Will this also activate the stun? I don't know. The Fufu, stun him.
Allow me to reap your soul.
I don't know if I got the stun. I don't know. Let's see. Whatever everybody say. I'd say B tier low for the. Yeah, again, tell me. And that one's one of the weird ones that does fall into like. It's
Catman
spicy,
1, 1,
but I don't
2,
know
3,
if I would
4
like.
said, guy called
Yeah.
Iceman doesn't say a single ice pun. Someone dissolve this man.
Iceman? What are you talking about? Oh, no, you're talking about him. Okay, I was about to say, is this a callback for Jack Frost? Jesus Christ. What do you mean? You know me. I'd say B tier for the thing. Okay, let's say
McFlufferkin said Hugo is pretty straightforward. Get that stun window, then use his ult or EX special, hit hard.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay. I just wonder how we activated the Totalize, whatever that's called. But we did it apparently. Another one, similar to Lone's thing, we're kind of just rating like a tag as a S tier metric. Now we're gonna have to rate the aesthetic because these things do not exist, but Succubus, F to S. Thoughts, gentlemen?
Gentlemen said, what about crop tops / exposed mid-drift?
I'd say that's pretty high. I'd say it's A plus for me, honestly. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why. Let me throw another one. Abs. This is a polarizing one, I think, for sure. Now, guys, for love of God, please fucking associate what we just said with the number, because I've said 7 things. So people are gonna say B, and I'm like, what is that referring to? I don't know.
Said Hugo is what I like to call the attacker who want to be an anomaly character.
Oh, okay.
Catman 11,234 set to specify. What are we doing with the subjects in question?
We're basically just rating them for us.
Peter said
what they're rated as.
/ midriff is A+++.
So for what do you call it? Like I think sundress S. That's like for me. I think of a lady in sundress. That's beautiful. Oh my god! I think holy shit, it's super attracted. I guess it's a metric of attraction and basically. Let's say both. Let's try to. You gotta average out. Okay. Now in this context of succubus, it'd probably have to be like your lady dressing up for a night of fun, basically in a whatever aesthetic. Which is we said nurse outfit, same vibe, but this context. S to F, what would it be? Yeah, I think for exposed midriff to me would probably be about an A. I think, or maybe a B plus, but I'd say an A. I don't know what it is though. Doesn't make sense. It's just stomach. But I would say abs. For abs, what do you guys would associate that on a lady? I feel like this would definitely polarize people. Succubus is B tier for alone. Interesting. Abs is A tier. Leaning towards S tier.
Catman11234 said, yes, I know we're rating them, but with shit like Succubus, am I fucking dating them? Is she current wife in cosplay? I'm taking all of these in the future as your wife
We're
is
not getting a mythical fucking wife who needs Harada to survive. This is an aesthetic. Okay. Yes. Exposed midriff is S tier for me too. I feel like for me it has to be A, but I respect the S. I get the S. It's not out of the question. For me, with the whole the ab thing, I'd say that's probably S tier for me too. I hate to wear my heart on my sleeve like this, but you guys know too much about me. But yeah, but I will say the succubus thing to me, I think it's tough. It's tough, gentlemen, because to me I feel like it comes alive when you're in like year 7 of a marriage and bored, you know what I mean, instead of like immediately, because it's kind of a bit heavy. It's a bit of a lot. You know what I mean? Yeah. Exposed midriff. Cat says succubus is cosplays around A tier for me. I'd say to me the whole succubus thing is anywhere from B to A, but it could reach S, I think, if you're like just hella
Lone
bored.
Syndicate said, wait,
you know?
would abs and midriff be under the same
I feel
category?
like it's weird that they wouldn't
or like
be.
a part of the same realm?
So do you want her to be like, are you talking about the sleeper build, Lone? Where like girl wearing a big sweater and then pulls up her stomach and then fucking she's shredded? Is that it? Or is because at the midriff thing, I feel like that is a weird contrast where you like this thing but don't like the other thing. I feel like they'd have to be connected in some capacity. I guess that's not true. Because maybe just like the like complete like birthday suit vibe with the abs instead of like weird half-half situation. I'm not sure. Fluff says, depending on how muscular, but abs midriff is great. Yes, I do think. Well, yeah, the only thing I think that fucks up with the whole like muscular thing, that's a whole other thing. That's also one that's like tough to quantify. You can't just say like muscular lady, because the question is always like, how much are we talking about? Are we talking about like Arnold?
Like said 60 is around
chemical
ABT.
intervention. Arnold.
Abs are AC. Defined abs are AA.
Let's see what it says. Nog says, sussy is. What's sussy? Sussy is around D tier. Ripped abs are C tier. Definitely abs are around A. Define it. Oh wow, you got a whole kind of store of abs. Okay, abs. Yeah, I don't know. There's also just like the fit tummy thing, which is like not abs but still like in shape and stuff. I'll throw this out there. What do we feel S to F the Mewtwo build? Thoughts? The Mewtwo build, should be obvious for me which one I am drawn to, but alas, this would line up for me. We're talking about the female Mewtwo build. If you know, I think you know. You know. Cat says A tier. Just A? Just A? It's crazy you can like leggings, but not like, I guess maybe people are more up top heavy. That makes sense. I was ignorant. I didn't consider all the variables. Thank you very much. Also, if anybody's wondering why Fluff is not answering, I think Fluff is streaming. I think Fluff's mom sometimes watches his stream. So, fair play, Fluff.
Gnawing Fetus said, Mewtwo is an F for me.
The Mewtwo build is F tier. Oh, well, yeah, Nong said a big thing with Nong's consistency was wanting some, I think, some up topness. You mean that? What are we saying? No, I'm talking about the Mewtwo build. I'll find. Can I find it without it being horrible? Let me see.
McFluffican said, oversized/boyfriend shirts. Bonus points for light-based silhouettes. The Mewtwo build is also known as pear-shaped.
Yeah, it auto-corrected, it knows. The Mewtwo build is essentially just... It's exactly what you would think. If you think about Mewtwo. Mewtwo is really... This is probably what we'll do. We'll just open up a Mewtwo. Because I can't really show this much yoga pants ass on stream. I don't feel great about it. Is that one okay? A little bit, yeah. That's mostly pixels, unfortunately. But, man, Google sucks ass, dude. Sorry, Google. I know we're on your platform. But it's just, you're just horrible. I'm trying to find one fucking image, and it's just like, do you want nothing that's even like near that shit? And you're like, God damn you. Is this one hit? Everything's blurry too. Why the fuck can't we find a decent image, bro? Man, god damn it. I'm gonna riot. I can't find it, guys. We'll just have to fucking be okay with the damn bullshit ass. Oh wait, this might be it.
said I can't keep up with this lightning round of preferences, but yeah, I'm streaming. But a lot of my choices of GamerSup shirts are a good indicator for my preferences.
Yeah, makes sense. Is this it? This might be a decent one. Why is it all blurry, man? Anyways, let's just go to Mewtwo. Mewtwo ass build. Oh, it's so fucking. Never mind. I can't. I just opened up the image. It was like this big. It's super tiny. It's funny when I type in Mewtwo, mommy Mewtwo, we get to get better
Lone
results.
Syndicate said I'm good. Grin. I looked it up.
You got it? Okay. Yeah, you got you. Yes, the Mewtwo build is basically just a lady with gigantic thighs, not very big boobs, and just like kind of a slim waist. But that's basically it. So Mewtwo is just like tail, big legs, and that's the whole build. So basically just thighs, and it goes up like this. Pear-shaped is also a great way to put it too. Yeah, actually in hindsight we should have said that. It makes more sense canonically. But yeah. I, for one, would rate that nothing. Don't worry about it. Also, what is this one? What is
McFlufferkin said,
activity?
AKA the Chun-Li, pear-shaped thunder thighs.
Yes, but I think it also has to be defined by like not giga chest heavy, essentially. Which I don't know. It's not that I don't know. it's not that not a good thing. But yeah. Fluff, I'm curious with that one. The oversized shirt.
Lone Syndicate
B+
said
for me.
EHHHC. Tier 1 could go either way, but it could be a B tier.
Interesting. So that's a C tier for you or B tier for the whole Chung-Li, that vibe? That's crazy. Especially when someone says like the Chung-Li build, basically. I've never felt so distant from you, Lone. Oversized shirt are an A from me. Yeah.
Catman 11,234 said, flat chest is just as good as large grin. Once you accept this truth, then you can achieve inner peace.
Yeah, I feel like fine.
Or what they took from us regarding Lucia's previous body shape. She pretty much had the Mewtwo build.
Yeah, no. Robbed. Taken. How could you do this to me? Anyways, but I was going to say, this is one that I want to see because I am pretty much on the other side of this stuff. I'm trying to find the right way to phrase it, which would encompass what I'm talking about. Leather. S to F. I hate to be a prude, but to me, I think I'm talking about like leather pants, leggings,
you
shit.
said thick thighs and flat chest. If we include bigger chested tier,
it would increase the tier. Yeah, it would be A tier. You know, it has to be no chest. That's the Mewtwo build. All right. It's a cost, okay? It's like saying we can't have it all, guys. We have to make a choice. Leather, what? Just let's say leather, licking. It's hard. This is why I struggle to define it because, like, there's.
Gnawing Fetus said, I need more specifics with leather grin.
I don't want to say BDSM stuff, but let's say BDSM stuff. It's specifically only aesthetic. I don't want to know y'all's specific actionable interests. I want to know the aesthetic that you care about on the S to F tier. Yes. Let's also say the whole gambit of BDS, whatever the hell it's called, to A, start to like mild wearing some okay stuff to like fucking full on weird hell.
Said F tier, not for me.
I feel the same way for me. I feel like it's C to F tier. No, I'd say it's F tier for me. It's one of the few things where I think like if your lady was like, you're like, he goes out of the room and a fucking crazy mask, and you're just like, I don't know if I want this. I know where this leads. All right, I'm not this into it. Holy shit, man. All right, what do we got here? We got stun 3 times, easy. What do we got in the chopper block? We got you, we got you.
I may be slow, but I still have 2 fists.
Want to see the red scarf? This might not work at all, but let's roll.
Who's here?
Jafufu's here. F tier for me. I'm trying to think of what is the opposite
Lone
of
Syndicate said,
Hanada.
but if we're talking about like a nice leather pants or outfit, like a biker B tier or a tier 1, like that, look.
Yeah, I'm not sure if to me, I don't, for me, I think that's a no still.
McFlufferkin said, I tend to prefer leather as a jacket material over most other options. Gimme ARE4 Leon, Judgment Yagami, or biker leathers, jacket or jumpsuit for the ladies or cyberpunk aesthetic.
I feel like there's too many going on.
234.
I think if you limit it,
changing Grinn's question slightly. Thigh highs, leather boots, worn on a date?
I don't know why you asked that question. Let me understand what you just said. Thigh high, leather boots, worn on a date. I mean, anything like that is probably high for me. I'll be honest. I don't tell you guys why. Who knows? But anything, yeah. I don't know why. That's one of the few things where I feel genuinely bashful about it. I'm like, I don't know how to go into this. I think it's because it's quite real for me. It's not like it's basically how some people talk about when they like either are a furry or like feet. It's enough of a weird, like, I think I'm quite into this. I'm like kind of more into this than what normal people are probably more into this in. So it feels weirdly like,
said, Now I'm reminded of the Boots and Cats meme song.
Yeah, I remember the song, but okay, yeah, it just popped in your head, yeah. Well, that's funny. I don't know why my reaction is that. I think it's because it's a little too close to home, where to me it genuinely is like a pretty cool aesthetic. It's a nice way of saying it. This. Whoosh. Oh, God. Parry. Hit him with this.
How's that for a punch?
Ultra Orb Go! It's actually not a bad ult. Sometimes the ult doesn't actually kill things very quickly, but his definitely fucks shit up. Cat says, interesting. Oh, I didn't get the fucking thing. What I did not get? Oh, I didn't stun enough. Damn it. Let's forget. Cat says, hit in battle a little bit. Well, it's not just a little bit. I think it's also, like, I think it's so shocked that I talked about how, like, if I do have any particular proclivity, I think that it's, like, a little bit too much. It's probably,
Catman 11,234 said so. Next step then. Leather gloves, perhaps to the elbow, or right below.
I'd say that one to me is more chill. That one I could go with B tier. It kind of falls into, it could be nice in the right context. That's what B tier to me is. It's like, all right, that's nice. But I'm not sure if it's like if they're like, I'm doing this specifically so that you can kind of get to the end point, my person. I would be like, it's not going to do much. I mean, it's going to do something maybe, but not the most something. You know what I mean? That's why I would define B tier for me personally. Yes. I like fingerless gloves. Any length is fine. Really, that'd be like enough of an attraction stimulation thing. Because like I get there's like, I guess we're talking about two different things, which is kind of sometimes difficult. Which is like, I think this looks cool. Like I think this looks awesome. This makes me think, wow, my partner looking awesome, cool, all that stuff. And then there is, I'm ready to, yeah. This is a signal, all right? So if you do these things, if you wear these outfits, it's going to send a bunch of signals to my brain that say, hey, what's happening right now? Now we can just focus on the thing. We'll do this. Can't we do this? It's attack, and then... I'm trying to think, what is it for you? Is it hold? She has a special attack thing.
There it is.
I stun enough people.
Norrin Fetus said launch sequence initiated.
Yes, that. That to me is like A to S is that. A to S is this is a problem. Okay. This.
I won't let you escape.
Hear me roar.
I'll lead the charge. Tremble.
Wasn't there like a timing thing there? I'm not fucking up. Hurry up and get stunned, man. Pretty unique stuns. Stop it. Did you do it?
Come on. Incoming.
Did we do enough?
How's that for a punch?
Sure.
Watch and learn.
McFlufferkin said a loose-fitting crop cable knit sweater with underboob might just kill me.
Like the Virgin Killers type of shit. That's the one thing that I do find funny, because I think that's where me and like maybe Nong, it seemed like there was where that was a difference, where like Nong I think is more interested into like things that are a little more on the nose for Harada, but for me I could also attribute like that, like a girl in a wholesome sweater or a sundress to be also very, which I think are like more wholesome attire, but could also be seen as like okay, you know. I'm trying to think of one. Let me ask you guys this one. This one I might lose some of you. F to S, heels. For me, it's a solid C tier. I would say that it's a neutral thing for me. I don't see the appeal really, but I think ladies really do. But it's also knowing how you guys responded to the whole BDSM thing. This also might be a bit of a shot in the wind type vibe. Oh, interesting. Direct hit for Cat. I did not expect that. Interesting. Huh. Yeah, no, I was thinking we should. No.
Rolling Fetus said depends on the heel, either A- or E+.
Okay, but it still's up there. Interesting. I would not have thought. Yeah, for me, it's not a variable, but I do think it makes sense. I was wondering why they always seem to be such a would go 1-to-1 with lingerie, but I guess it makes sense if people say yeah.
Catman 11,234 said, "Just picture blonde blazer in her blue dress."
See, that's nice, but to me, the heels wouldn't be like the thing. It's the fact that she is gigantic, tall, blonde, and beautiful, and also wearing a dress. Like that's fine, but the heels to me is like. Whatever. Like if she had the heels or did not have the heels, it would do nothing for me.
Said Virgin Killer is an open-back sweater dress. Not a bad style, but not high-ranking for me.
And you said the loose-fitting, cropped cable knit sweater with. Oh, I see the Harada. I see the Harada. Interesting. You go and rate the underboob thing high too. The underboob to me, I can see. Maybe I guess I just haven't thought about it enough as a unit of measurement. You know what I mean? What was I gonna say? Something about something, man. I don't know. You guys don't just keep a comb for your beard when it starts getting crazy? No? I use washroom because I downed my coffee. But then, we will finish this thing out and then we'll probably maybe do a little bit of react. We'll see.
Gnawing Fetus said I do grin. I use a comb for my beard like a stress ball kinda lol.
Nong, I've never felt closer to you in this moment. Dude, I can't even, like, I don't even know what it's called, but, like, I have like, I'm not sure if it's, like...
McFlufferkin said if anyone asks if GRINN made any progress in the ZZZ story today, throw some M6 Mindscape art at them and run away.
Yes, just run. Did I say that? Did I say that in the stream? Ooh, if I did, I apologize.
My dreams
I should have probably done that. Listen, man, we got caught up into a conversation that kept moving fast. Where we learned too much about each other, or not enough. This and
I may be slow,
what was
but I
this?
still
Oh,
have
goddamn, what did it want
two
from me?
fists to swing. I will blaze the path
It
ahead.
wants. Oh yeah, we have to take her. We have to take her. I forgot. It's a whole weird thing.
No matter where
We'll
we
take
go,
you. We'll do the real
meeting
team.
you is the real reward.
How today's reading is be now it's my turn.
Be a hero. All right. Let's see. Lol, this was supposed to be a ZZZ, and it was. We played, guys. We played a lot. Did I specify that it was that we were supposed to do the story? If I specified the story, then I'm a lying bitch, and I apologize. But but yeah. The heels are an accent, sure, but I feel like you can't put
Lone
an
Syndicate
accent
said,
on.
well, the title does state I'm so behind on story, so one would imply that we were doing story.
Well, it also could just imply, see, this is why we're so I'm so behind on stories, because there's events. That's how it works, I think. In my defense, the thumbnail has 10 times more power than the title, and the thumbnail is of Baiju, and if we were playing the story, we would not be able to touch Baiju at all, or Bayou, whatever the fucking name is. Yes.
And Flufferkin said, looks at title, yes, and it is still true by the end of the stream.
Yes, that's true. Hey guys, someone say I'm not a liar, all right? I just need to make my point, okay? Prove something. Also, how do I play this character? We're doing our best. It's so loud.
You were so close. Don't worry.
We just need to die and heal a lot.
Are you ready for this?
Just like that, we're getting healed. Parry! Well, I got multiple.
I got like a shadow.
That's a strong ass team. It is annoying always being close to death, though.
Ready. Yeah. Relax. My aim is
Does she
now,
heal through her ult?
cuties.
Let's find out.
Lone Syndicate said, at this rate, 3.0 gonna be here, and GRINN still gonna be on the 2.1 story.
I thought you let. Yeah, in hindsight, that's true. I have the entire story to go through. We're fucked. The only thing that I think we could do, I think they mentioned that we're gonna be able to skip stuff, so I might be able to start the story before. I can enjoy it on my time if I ever want to go back in time. Shitty, because it does seem like it's quite a good story.
Let's see you handle this.
Oh.
Slumber in the mist.
Sleep well.
Back to sleep.
I commend your courage.
Flufferkin said, as it is, I'd say it'd be worth experiencing the 2.x story leading up to Ye Shengguang's story, whether you want to pull for her or not.
Yeah, maybe
It'd add appreciation value to see how it all culminates.
Yeah, I might have to watch like
Lone
the
Syndicate
movie.
said, boo, I wanted to experience the story with GRINN.
Fuck, like the whole story? The whole story? In my head, I'm trying to see if we can make that work. I'm so behind on Withering Waves. If we make Withering Waves stream the story stream. Fuck, I wish you guys would have told me I said that in stream. I make the streams on like Thursday, and I have so much going on that I just fucking like my eyes glaze over. And I don't realize what I say. It's fucked up because you think I would have looked at it. It doesn't come up. It's funny because it should. And like I'm talking when I'm starting the stream, I don't even look at the chat anyway because it's all prepped, right? It's all stream prepped. I'm trying to see if I can. It's just so much story. It take like 8 hours, so I think it's impossible for us to show the whole story. But I think if they do implement like a skip feature, or we get to skip the whole thing, then I might do that in my time. I might watch the whole story in. Well, that's something. That could actually be a way we could work.
Gnawing Fetus said next week.
I can't.
All Z,
Too
Z,
busy.
Z, all
Too
week
busy. Can't do
long.
that. But what we could do is we could turn our Thursday stream.
Catman, 11,234, said the new Asura character is tied in my brain for best moveset in
Yeah.
this game with Miyabi.
Yeah, it's really sick.
Lone Syndicate said, well, normally how I do things is I wait for you to do the story, then I do the story again on my own time.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, the way that we could do this is on Thursday, we could watch, like, on stream, I could go out and find, I hope, unless it doesn't exist, but I would assume it exists, which is like a ZZZ the movie.
McFlufferkin said, besides, you gushed about the Avengers Assemble moment for Woo-Wah. ZZZ does similar with their story finales, so getting to know the characters involved would be nice.
Yeah.
Next weekend, perhaps?
Yeah, I think I just need to find a way to do it without having to, like, do the entire thing, which will kill me. So what I think we'll handle it in, because I think it's a smart way to do it, is I think we'll go find it's probably gonna be like 4 or 5 hours. But the reason why we can this is why it makes sense to do this is. Basically, I can skip past the shit that's kind of just talking that I don't really care about. Now, I know this might piss some people off because it's basically like, oh, well, you're not fully enjoying the story and all that stuff. And that's just going to be something that you guys might just have to bear with because I just don't have it. It's like it's either I do it this way and I try to intake it as much as I can and kind of skip past the shit I don't really care about, which might be somewhat frustrating. I'm sorry. But that's the only way that I can kind of absorb the story, like, realistically. Because I shit you guys not, I have like an hour to 2 hours a day, and I usually spend it like the last, like, it's 9 p.m. I literally end at 7 my day, and then I have to go exercise for an hour and a half, and then I have to go shower after the fact, so it's about like 8:30. I shower, I get my food, I eat, I have like half an hour.
Sometimes they too much. G4N. I understand.
Okay, good. Yeah. So that's the only way that I can see this happening, where we could actually make it work. So I think that's something I could do on Thursday, which means our Thursday stream, which, just to be clear, like, we don't have to do this too soon, which is cool. I think it would be cool to do, like, in preamble up into the 5.5 release, which, when is that? Let's see. Because I think we have, like, about 5 days, 6 days? 9 days. We have 9 days. Okay, so we'll probably do this around the, like, 7-day mark. Is it going to work for next week? Does anyone know when this is going to work in terms of time? Let me just chill for a minute. I can figure this out. All right, let's see. So we have this week, boom. That'll be Withering Waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, no, actually, that should line up to Thursday. So it's the next Thursday?
Said, if push comes to shove, I could stream the story. I still intend to replay the story in full-on hard mode to get any errant polychromes.
Ooh, that's nice. I was going to say for Thursday, does the new update land on Thursday or lands on Wednesday? It says 9 days. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Knowing
8,
Fetus
9.
said just don't do any polls during New Year's week. I won't be here that week.
New Year's?
Skeptical.
Is that what this is? Is this New Year's week? No, it's not. This is Christmas. I think this is New Year's week. So I think that will be good. So I think the update is going to land on a Sunday. Is that correct? Or Tuesday?
Lone Syndicate said 2.5 launches December 30th.
December 30th. Ah. So that doesn't work great. I mean, it does. Sorry, it does. It does. It just doesn't work great in a different sense. Yeah, we could do that thing I said. So maybe next. Yeah, so that makes sense. So Thursday, I think that's what we'll do. What do you guys think? Should we do Thursday or Sunday? So we're going to have, like, one of these streams be like a marathon story recap where we're going to have to skip past some shit as far as, like, the movie equivalent of it all. Which should, again, I got to, like, look. Let's actually, like, before I fucking go crazy, let me see if I can find a video that even, like, gives me some gauge. Maybe it's like 8 hours. I'm like, all right, guys, we're going to have to skip by a lot of shit. I apologize. But there's still a chance. How do I say this? Zenless Zone 0.
Knowing Fetus said by Sunday, you mean Saturday?
Yeah,
I assume.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's either Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. Where should we put the Zenless stream? Because I'm thinking that we might stream on Tuesday, because it's the holidays anyway. So let me show you guys what I'm thinking. So like this. So like if we go over here, next week we have Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But if we stream, basically, we can either stream for a hangout stream this, which will all be like just sitting down, like a watch party basically for this game, which should be cool because everyone can kind of get on board. Because even if you don't know the game, you should be able to at least enjoy the story. Anyways, then we also have Saturday, which we could do like the recap on. I just don't know if we should do the recap stream on Saturday or Thursday or Saturday. Thursday or Saturday, and then we might do a bonus stream on Tuesday. That will give me one more day that I can manage things I need to manage. Then we do Thursday, Friday. Yeah, okay, that should work. So we'll have a bonus stream to stream the whole Zenless thing. And then we'll probably double down on Thursday, Friday, We can take it. Yeah, okay. I'm mapping this out in my head. Sorry. I think I'm not sure. Let me ask you guys that. When do you guys want to have a watch party where we watch through some of the ZZZ storyline? Thursday or Saturday? That's the first question. We gotta nip in the butt. What days do you mean? I'm trying to think through this stuff. But yes. So next, the 25th or the 27th, which should we do our watch party for ZZZ? Because based on what you guys want, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter either. So like the thing, the reality still sits where basically.
Lone
Thursday?
Syndicate said Thursday.
Okay, that makes sense because that's our like little hangout stream. That makes sense. All right, so I think that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna have our watch party for ZZZ on Thursday, and then we're just gonna have maybe our hangout. Fuck, would be. No, because probably gonna hang out a lot. We're probably gonna hang out we're just gonna be hanging out instead of reacting. We're just gonna be reacting to a big ass bit of story. So it's still gonna be we're gonna catch up in the bits between.
Gnawing Fetus said, just do the catch up for most of next week's streams. IMO. At least until you catch up.
I don't think.
Said, looks like a channel called Noxus Gaming has 2.x cutscene compilations. It does seem to skip the dialogue bits, so context might be missing.
How long is it? Love the long hand. Yeah. So I think. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Let me. I need more information. Let me. What do you call it? Fluff, can you send me that? I just want to see. So version 2.0 story, I should say. I just want to see. I need to get a gauge of how long this is. So if it's really long, then I'll have to. We might have to do 2 streams of reacting to it, which will make my life a lot less stressful. 2.5. That's the live stream. The movie.
McFlufferkin said the compilations are per version, so it ranges from 7 to 10 minutes per compilation.
6 months ago.
Gnawing Fetus said, or do it Thursday, and tentatively plan on Saturday as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking, like, how long, how much do we have to look through? So there's one that's like 3 hours. That's totally doable, but I don't know if that's the entire story. Also, I don't think it is. Yeah, it's kind of not done normally. Yeah, this is not a video that actually exists with the thing. It is. It's just I don't want the combat engagements. I just want pop, 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 pop. You know. Let's just type in the movie. Zenless Zone 0, the movie. God damn it! I fucking hit delete. This. I gotta be too specific in my execution. Video. Woof. There is 10,000. 10K hours. Does this go the distance? That's that. Sorry, I could actually bring you guys along on this nightmare. That's just the first half of the story. This guy doesn't have any other one that he uploads. No. 7 hours, all cutscenes, 1 year old. That's not what we want. 12, nope. What if we sort by this year? I mean, this is already this year, but maybe that's better. Oh! That's a season 1. That may not be what we want. No. Chapter 6, you son of a bitch. No. We need to get a gauge. That's all 1.1.7. No. I feel like this is a ChatGPT question for sure. Season 1. I don't need maybe I should say season 2. That's probably what I should fucking type it. Season 2 maybe. Season 2. Would it get what I want with that? It's looking promising. Chapter 3, maybe 4 hours. It's the thing is that people upload the whole fucking thing, like all of it. I'm like, oh, I don't know about that. I had a hope, but this hope might be dead.
Catman 11,234 said, "What are your weekend plans?"
Working, like a lot. It's always the weekend plans. Oh, perfect. Oh my God, Fluff, you're so good at this. How the heck did you find that? Okay, Fluff sent us some stuff. All right, season 1, number 2. Does this work? Oh, okay, 7 minutes. Okay, how much are these in their totality?
McFlufferkin said link the 2.0 to 2.4 compilations.
And these are just, okay, so this is actually the main meat. I wonder if we can get some of the, like, filler, which we're probably going to skip past the filler, which is weird, so maybe we don't want that. This one seems to be all of 2.1, which is also, does it have combat in there? It doesn't. Does it? No, I don't think it does. Oh, it does, a little bit. No, it doesn't. I think it just has the smallest bit. I wonder how much of this is in the base game. It says 2.1, which I don't think... We're at 2.5, so we need a fuck ton more. What about this one? Season 2, Chapter 3 story. I mean, guys, in hindsight, there's so much like this, which I'm not going to see, so maybe it's a blessing that we don't have to actually like look at that. But these moments is what I kind of like. I don't like the fact that these are gone. Is Chapter 3 the entire story? It looks like that's mostly it. That looks close to what we're kind of after.
McFlufferkin said, they're in order 2.0, 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, which is the latest.
Yeah, no, I know they're all in order. I'm saying that, like, I was wondering if there was one that had, like, a little bit more of the meat of, like, the kind of back and forth. But perhaps we don't need that, because otherwise it actually seems like a really tangible, like, thing we could wrap up in a couple streams, because this is, like, I think, let's see. Yeah, that's 6 minutes. Stop it! That's 6 minutes. That's 8 minutes. This is another 10 minutes. Like, that's actually really reasonable. We can wrap that up, like, honestly right now if we want to. But I don't know if that's going to be enough, you know? It's the opposite problem in some ways, but I don't know if it's like either we have all of it and we're going to drown, or we can have a little bit of it. And yeah. Yeah, it's tough. I'm surprised there's not like a full-on... I feel like that's actually a really good video series to make, just like the movie with all the stuff. What if we went like a month is way too short? Yeah, way too short. It's almost like we should go year and then sort by like the highest amount of time possible. Rizzing all characters, movie dates. Because the difference is like 2 hours opposed to like 3 minutes. All cutscenes from 1.0. Alright, I think that's going to be our best bet, weirdly enough. I'll try to look for some stuff after the fact to see, but I doubt we're going to find... Oh, wait a minute. Is this something? Or is this... That's 2.4. That's what we could do. I don't mind that.
Lone Syndicate
we'll do that.
Said there is no in-between.
Yeah, I think...
We either watch all of it or the small important segments with no context, but I can fill in any blanks.
Yeah, I think that's what we'll do.
There are...
I think we'll do this. I think we'll watch this one, which is 2.4, which is the one that I think is the one currently going on. But we'll watch all of them up until this point. That way we have greater context as we get to the closer point, which I think is actually this. I think 2.4 signals the whole situation going on with this lady, who is going to transition to us actually being able to experience that in the full thing. So I think that makes sense. We did it, guys. I think we came up with a plan. We're going to go through and breeze through the jot notes of the other ones, but then we'll watch a 2.4 walkthrough quest where we get to experience more of the stuff in a grounded way. All right, which this is 4 hours, which again, once we skip past some shit that we don't actually care about, might not be a bad idea. That should take around, I'd probably say, because I think we can breeze through this within 2 hours, and then we can get through the other ones in literally 30 minutes.
Said, yeah, I suggest at least watching 2.0 through 2.3 and then play through 2.4 and 2.5 once it's out.
Wait, so I would suggest going through 2.0 to 2.3 and then watching 2.4 to 2.5. Do I have to play through this if I can skip through? Because I think the reason why I like this idea is because there's going to be times where we're going 1-to-1 and I don't care as there's going to be stuff that, this is why I worry if I shouldn't do it like this, because I feel like I might make people annoyed by the fact that I don't care about this. And then the subtext that they're talking about, I don't think is that important. Same thing with does this guy really matter right here? I don't know. Can we kind of do without it? Are we starting to get bored? Can we just toggle over a little bit and be okay, no, she's on frame again, let's see what's going on. And it might be a bit of a mess, but it's the only it's either we don't do it at all or we do it this way, which is just because I physically do not have time to do this, I'm fine. I think it's a way that we we could still experience ZZZ in a weird, probably scuffed, but I think we'd still be able to get something out of it. So I think that's makes sense to me. So I think Thursday's a good idea, because if we don't finish it on Thursday, then we can be oh fuck, we have a Saturday or Friday, Saturday, Sunday if we fuck up. But I do like the idea of that. So next week, guys, is going to be like Christmas week. We're going to be kind of getting to Zenless. So we'll do Thursday next week is going to be doing like a watch party essentially with Zenless. And then based on how that goes, we might also do that with Friday. Saturday, we'll try to throw in a curveball. Actually, it might be VR just because I need to record some VR that week.
Lone Syndicate said you won't hear any complaints from me.
Perfect.
McFlufferkin said, reason I at least suggest playing the latest version story is so you get the rewards for it. Can always replay the older stuff on your own time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. The rewards for the main story, though, have always been to me like 120 or like 200 gems, which is not crazy. Like I remember I forced myself to do the story one time, and I thought it was like 100 to 150 gems, which is a single pull, which is great, but I'm not sure if it's worth me. It's never been enough of an incentive for me to rush to it, but maybe it gives you more and I'm just not aware of it. Even if it was like 400, I still think I wouldn't be enough for me to be like, I gotta rush through the story when I'm like, I kind of would like to enjoy it at my time. But I guess I still have to play it in general. Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, but I think I'd rather play it on my time and like burn through most of it. Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. Okay, yeah, that helps too. Okay, so I think I'll try to make this, fuck. We'll see. I have to also grind out Withering Waves too, so that's kind of tough for me to like prioritize which one. Yeah, I'll try to grind through that too. I also think Withering Waves is coming up too with its big update soon too. So both these games are hitting with like all of the content all at once really quickly. One is wrapping up, the other one is starting again. So we'll play it by year, but that's the kind of the plan. Is expect next week to be kind of a watch party with a little bit of VR on top, and then we'll stream one bonus day, not next week's Tuesday, but next week's Tuesday, which is kind of fucky because now we're gonna have a stream with Fluff, which I'm excited to do next Tuesday. But then the next Tuesday after that, I'm also going to have Compromise. But hey, it's not every day that it's Christmas week. It's just I have a lot of shit I need to still continue to do. But I'll try to manage it all, and we'll see. If I end up falling apart, forgive me, I guess. But I'll do my best to see if we can come out on top with all this. But I'll bookmark all these. But ladies and gentlemen, that was ZZZ. Actually, I'm excited to do this because I think that's fun. Like, it reminds me of us reacting to like E3 when it's done. So like if we get to a point where we don't give a shit about this, we could just skip by it. But ideally, if I'm also grinding this on my time, I also understand the context. I can explain to people as we're moving beyond it, kind of. So skipping by shit, I could just be like, this is just nothing. This doesn't actually contribute to the story because I'll understand some of it. Because I still need to do the story so that on Tuesday we can actually, no, we can skip the story, right? Isn't that what they're adding? Okay, so maybe I don't need to stress as much. I think Tuesday, when the game launches, I think they're adding a new feature that you like play up to the current point in the story without having to grind up each individual thing. I think that was a point when I was watching like a review video of the patch updates notes. That's what happened. But alas, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into the stream. So many gacha games. Tomorrow, we will be streaming, and we'll be streaming at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We'll be streaming Withering Waves, the game that has captured my heart with the fact that it has ended quite the crescendo, and I imagine ZZZ will do the same. But I'm just basically grinding up the new region and stuff like that. But yes, very exciting times as far as gacha games is concerned, especially if we've been playing these for a damn year, and they're all kind of coming to either a sparking up again or coming to a close. So, all very, very cool. All that stuff. But ladies and gentlemen, I do believe Fluff is also streaming.
Raid said, great
Thank
stream.
you guys. You're the best. Let's move over here. But yes, I do believe Fluff is streaming. I don't know what Fluff is playing today. Let's see. So I think also a little update. Probably up to Yakuza still. Is Yakuza Like a Dragon, wealth, infinite wealth, a dream that many people aspire to. But alas, let's go here. Let's do this. Go to customize. What was I going to say? I was going to say one more thing as we leave. Oh, yeah. Also, probably Tuesday, unless something changes. I do believe me and Fluff are going to be doing our podcasting stream type thing. If you want to see some more content as far as podcasting stream, the last podcasting thing we did was with a cat, and it was absolutely delightful. We learned about Warhammer things, and it was very, very fun. Weirdly enough, the podcasts are kind of becoming just a learning dump of various interests, which is kind of cool. Again, I mentioned beforehand, it's as cool as it is, like, I remember fragments. I promise I'll remember something, but it's all going to be fragments. Again, one day, there won't be so many things I have going on in my head, and I think I should be able to intake things and keep them in my head a little bit easier. But alas, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for spending so much time with me today. I appreciate it so much. We had some interesting conversations, which I hope remain here. Okay. Alas, we learned far too much about each other today, but I have it no other way, gang. Please go spend some time with Fluff. You got some extra time on your hands, but there will be another stream tomorrow at 3 p.m. if you cannot. But I appreciate you guys spending some time with me. Thank you guys again, and goodbye for now, my friends. Oh, I'm off to edit and work out what's new.